Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Are you sick of me yet? 3 streams in the last 4 days. It's been quite the weekend. But I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been amazing. It has been amazing. If you weren't there at the Discord stream on Saturday, join us for the May Discord stream. Totally free to be in the Discord. Everyone's invited. Welcome in, Witch. Welcome in, Hunter. I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate you being here as well. We got 5 amazing member-requested videos for you today. And those members, we'll go ahead and get this over with. I say this every time. You could probably rehearse it back to me, frankly. But toddreacts.com is the website where the members are. Those are the tiers that you see before you. Go ahead and check those out. And of course, while you're there, check out the winter collection of merch, 15% off for members, ships worldwide, all that good stuff. Lots of inclusive sizing and lots of various colors to match your styles. And of course, we have the accessories as well that you can check out. And if you're already there and you're watching this at a later date, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel because that is a free and easy way to support the channel. Costs you nothing, but it looks good. It looks good on the it looks good on the channel, I guess. And hopefully the algorithm, shows you the videos, the new videos at least. And I think, judging by the algorithm, I'm just saying it 50 million times, the analytics, there we go, time to get technical. The analytics, most of you actually click on these videos from your homepage, so at least it's doing its job, I think. But that's very cool. 1,200 videos in the backlog. If you haven't checked it out and you're just watching live and you're like, what is this? Go ahead and check those out. You have a lot to catch up on. If you're looking for something specific, we got playlists, and we have a lot of them. So find what you're looking for. It's there, I promise. And if it's not there, you can request it, and then we will check it out. What's up, Joanna? Welcome in. And last but certainly not least, I mentioned it previously. Certainly, it's the Discord. Totally free to join, as you see at the top. It even tells you I'm live, which is super handy. I think we're well over like 330 members at this point, something like that. I'm on the demo of the new Tomodachi game. Got distracted. No problem at all. I get it. I am a video game aficionado, and I lose hours at a time by doing that. But go ahead and check us out there. Friends have been made, all that good stuff. As you see, there's tons of fandom channels. And then we have lovely community pages as well for you to get to know each other. It's like the YouTube comments, but better, frankly. But should be awesome. Join us in there. And as I said before, we do have a monthly Discord stream. It literally goes right into the Discord, and you can join. It'll be posted to YouTube in May when the next one is. So you might have seen the video post on Saturday. That was actually March's Discord stream. So they'll see, about a month after they are live. So join us in there. You can catch it live and enjoy it. And all right, let's go ahead and go over the lineup, shall we? Our brain is like scattered. I'm still trying to learn a new job, basically. So my brain is just kind of all over the place, and it's just so much information trying to go in there. It's crazy. But we're surviving. We're not thriving yet, but we're surviving. We're going to start off with a Jeff Satur TikTok and Friends TikTok compilation. And then after that, we have Interview with the Vampire Daniel Malloy and the Vampire Armand. Little compilation there. And then after that, we have a General Hospital playlist. I think this one is on the Corinthos family. And then after that, we have someone I've never heard of. It is Yuzuru Hanyu, I think, is how you pronounce it. Probably not. TikTok compilation, figure skater. Interesting enough. So that'll be very interesting. Learn a lot on that, for sure. And then we will end stream with Dan and Phil playing, I think it's Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze, specifically. I don't think I've ever played that version of it. I've definitely played Donkey Kong Country before. Twitch app crashed, but I think we're back. Oh my gosh. Come on, Twitch, get it together. Get it together, Twitch. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the first one, shall we? It is Jeff Satur TikToks. Here we go. Hope you all had a nice weekend. It flew by. Oh my gosh.
เป็นปีที่เกิดมากูไม่เคยแผนที่อะไรเลยยกเว้นแจ๊บคุณต้องกดกว่านี้เราจะให้คุณดูได้
Honestly, it was a pretty good one for one.
มาเป็นแมวไงแต่ไม่ได้หมายความว่าชอบคนใส่หูแมวนะคือทุกวันนี้ผมยังไม่รู้เลยวันนี้วันอะไรว่าเห็นทุกคนกลัวกันแล้วก็
Is this going down? Maybe. It might. Ooh. The bird was a paid actor. What do you think about the house? Yeah, I don't like the bathroom acoustics. They sound terrible. I'm looking for a better acoustics. It's so funny because it's got tile and whatnot, so the sound just whoosh. It's like just an incredible atmosphere for singing and whatnot, which is probably why we all sing in the shower, right? We all do that. Volume. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh no. The good news is he probably owns the mic. Oh my gosh. These auto translate. People will miss you, horse, and reminisce about the old days. I don't think it was horse. I really don't. I don't know, it's just a hunch. That's why you don't trust auto translate. Very much so. Man, beautiful voice. Really beautiful. Oh.
ติดต่อมาว่าอยากให้ไป MU ครับผมเราก็รีบตอบตกลงไปเลยเพราะว่าเรียกว่าเราจะให้ไปประกวดด้วยครับผมเสียดายไม่ได้ประกวดไป
Oh my god. I bet that felt crazy, but I bet it felt good too. Oh. Torn ACLs all over the place. I was gonna say, I think the shirt's a lost cause.
Do it! Just do it!
Oh my gosh. You know what's really funny about that?
Okay.
I literally thought they were gonna help him like take off. Hey, thanks for the follow, Jazz. I appreciate it. I really thought they were gonna help him take off the mic or whatever, the headphones. No, they did not.
Need Thai? Yeah. Yes, she's. Okay, you're my second Thai friend. How about Mike? Oh, Mike Angelo. Your friend?
What's going on, Liam? I react to member requested videos. Could be anything, frankly. The members are literally in control of the stream. ToddReacts.com is how you become a member. The videos are not requested via this. Appreciate the hydrate. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Again. Stop talking.
So to tell me your name, I put a blame. The bittersweet taste of, make sure you like it.
Wow. Wow.
We have the benefit to do.
Not enough.
Not enough?
Not enough.
You mean what? Not enough?
Just next year, bring Buckle here.
Buckhorn?
Yes, please.
He's a vampire now.
Have you watched the series?
Yeah, I watched just the part of Buckhorn. Because I'm wondering what is, because he is now is like more grown man.
Yeah.
With all the muscle and stuff.
Yes.
Bigger than me. I'm getting like thinner. I had no food.
Eat more. Eat more.
Yeah.
Concerned citizen. Eat more. Eat more.
Who the hell are you?
And then here's the other side of Jeff where he's like, damn, I look good. Oh my gosh. Oh no. This is so relatable. As cool as I would want to be on stage like that, I guarantee I would be clumsy with something.
There's nothing. It's just my love for the cats because I got 17 cats.
17 cats. Good grief. That's wild. 17. At that point, your house is more of a stable of cats. Honestly, if that bathroom was his, he probably has the space for 17 cats. Because that bathroom was huge. That's funny.
Never have I ever read.
That's awesome.
Actually, yes, really? Yeah, mine. Yeah, I mean, like, I had the border series, and after that, we have a lot of like fanfic. Are they good? It's like most of them is pretty good. I mean, like the storyline, the actors. I mean, like, it's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun.
Superstar. Oh my god.
Superstar. Oh my god. Nah. Oh my god.
เรียกซาเตอร์สวัส
สวัส
ดี
ดีครับพี่เซน
อ๋อ
สวัสดี
เฮ้ยเร็วแค่เอ้าเฮ้ยเอาอีกอย่างวันนั้น
Oh gosh. That is so relatable. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
บ่มียังมาพังทลาย
It's such a classic. I heard that recently and I'm like, wow. They really, I get it. Coldplay is really good. I hadn't heard him in a while, so it was kind of surprising. Oh my gosh. That's why his house might be that big. He has to store all those trophies. Oh, good grief.
ไม่ชอบเลยแต่ว่าชอบผู้ชายคือเรื่องนี้เป็นเรื่องที่เราคิดมากเอามาคือเรื่องผู้ชายผู้หญิงได้สิเรารู้สึกว่ามันไม่มีเจนเดอร์แล้ว
I just want to say that every love like has freedom to love everyone.
Say that love has no boundaries. And love is love. You don't get to choose who you love or what you love. You just love.
It's a bitter and sweet race when your body into passion free. It's better, know what you're getting into. Cause we'll try our whole life, but sometimes it's our truth. Wanna be on main streets, but I can't get lost in the juice. Baby, you can run, but we can hide it. Can't find it in somebody. It's not love, but I hope you find it. At least I told you the truth. It's a bitter and sweet race when your body into passion fruit.
Dang. That song was so catchy and good. Oh my gosh. I gotta listen to that more.
แต่ตอนผมเห็นเจฟย้อนกลับไปตอน15-16อ่ะเฮ้ยคนนี้มันคือนักร้องศิลปินอะที่มีของมาก
กับพี่มายเนี่ยคือจริงๆพี่มาย
One thing I'll say is that Jeff is really a really good, really talented singer, artist, musician, whatever you want to encapsulate in that. I guess all the above. But sometimes there's some actors that they try to get to sing and you're just like, okay. Okay. It's not as good. Not as good. Jeff is definitely an unbelievable singer and artist.
มายเขาไปบอกปอนว่าผมมาทำเพลงได้
And then sometimes you're just like, is it in the contract that they have to sing as well? For some people. You can't dance much, so it balances out. With a voice like that, you don't have to dance. You can just stand there. That man is like, I don't care what it is. I will wear it.
คุณรู้ไหมครับว่าถ้าเราอยากให้ผมสีเงินนานๆเนี่ยต้องใช้แชมพูม่วงนะฮะแล้วเมื่อวานผมทองแล้วผมก็เลยซื้อแชมพูม่วงมาใช้เป็นเรื่องตลกระหว่างรอผมก็ยอมผมว่าเฮ้ยทำไมสายทุกวันมันไม่กลับมาเป็นสีเงินเลยวะผมก็เลยพอกไปเขาบอกให้พอก5 นาทีผมพอกไป20 นาที
my
กลัวไม่กลับ
god.
มาแบบสีเงินไงพอล้างเสร็จปุ๊บชิบหายแล้วตรงกลางมันเงินข้างหลังแม่งทองข้างหน้าแม่งม่วงเลย อะไรวะ ก็วันนี้ก็เลยเป็นแบบสีผสมผสานนะครับผม
That's so funny.
This is funny. Tell Bible I'm single. This place I just saw online that my friend was here. Bible was here before football team.
That's so funny.
I wanna hold the hand inside you. I wanna take the breath that's true.
ที่ชอบมากๆก็คือแบบเสื้อผ้าผู้หญิงจะมีดีเทลพอไปเดินเสื้อผ้าผู้ชายก็คือไม่ค่อยมี
I mean, that is not wrong. That is definitely 100% correct.
I let them live, look at all them eating. But these bitches gon' be mad once I call this meeting. 'Cause they got the
อย่างเงี้ยเราก็รู้สึกว่าก็ดีนะถ้าเราได้ represent ในการพูดเรื่องนี้แทนคนที่เขาไม่สามารถพูดออกมาได้นะ
โดนบูลลี่ว่าเฮ้ยไปทำอย่างอื่นเถอะอย่าร้องเพลงเลยเลิกร้องเพลงเลยอย่างเงี้ยช่วงอันนี้คนที่พูดคือเป็นผู้หญิงคนหนึ่งที่เราชอบ
Ooh.
เขาพูดกับเรา
Oh
แล้วเรา
man.
ก็ไม่ผมว่าผมจำได้อะไรเงี้ย
shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond.
I wonder what she's thinking now.
เหมือนรู้สึกเหมือนเป็นพ่อคนหนึ่งที่แบบภูมิใจมากๆ ถึงแม้ว่าหน้าตาผมจะยังไม่เป็นพ่อนะฮะ แต่ก็เป็น daddy.
You know what's so funny about that? She probably watches him and just is like, you gotta be kidding me. And he's famous. He's everywhere. So it's hilarious in the fact that now she has to see him pretty much everywhere.
ดีได้นะฮะ
Hey, Jeff is daddy, right? Mike is daddy, right? 10 is Mike.
No.
Am I?
I'm brother.
She said, you think the devil has horns? Well, so did I. But I was wrong, his hair is combed and he wears a suit and tie. He's nice, polite, he'll catch you by surprise. A smile so bright, you never bat an eye. Don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. 'Cause you don't feel, don't let them know. Oh, now I know. Let it go, let it go.
Elsa indeed.
Back anymore. Let it go, let it go. To the west side of the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. It will bother me anyway.
What is one piece of advice someone has given you that you hold on to until this day? Mine is in Thai we call it ช่างแม่ง
Oh
You can say it in English.
No, in English I have one. It's I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Go censor
That why you should have to say it.
No, they can go censor. But
Okay.
yeah, it's always been like that word when whatever I do.
Yeah.
Like if I kid mark, if I have to care, if I have a lot in my head going on, I will go like fuck it, like Chang Man all the time.
Something more polite is like, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Is that more polite?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah,
More polite?
kinda.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a shit.
I don't get.
That's no.
แล้วก็มีคนหนึ่งที่อยู่ในเพลงนี้ด้วย จริงนะอยู่ตรงนู้นอยู่ตรงนู้นน้องเก่งอลิส
Probably a more polite way is just saying whatever.
ขออะไรเยอะ
Whatever.
ขออยู่กับ
Good or bad.
เลยสาธุสาธุแล้วมึงไม่รู้จะขออะไรเลยขอให้คำขอมึงเป็นจริงอะไรเป็นประเด็นนี้ไหมจริงๆผมรู้สึกมานานแล้วเพราะว่าจริงๆผมโตมากับแม่บ้านที่เขาชอบผู้หญิงใช่ซึ่งผมก็มีเพื่อนคือผมรู้สึกมันไม่ได้เป็นเรื่องที่แปลกสำหรับผมตั้งนานแล้วนะตั้งแต่ยังเด็กแล้วอะไรเงี้ยหรือผมจะเล่นหรือไม่เล่นหรืออะไรก็ตามอะไรเงี้ยผมรู้สึกว่าชายหญิงเนี่ยมันเป็นแค่คำที่บอกสรีระถ้าคุณเอาสิ่งนี้มาจำกัดความรักหรือว่าสิ่งที่เขาอยากจะเป็นอะไรเงี้ยคุณคือใคร Who the hell are you
It sounded like Kin Porsche. It's an aggressive hug. Oh. Rock the baby. Aggressive handshake. Oppo aka Porsche. Nice.
เฮ้ยผมอะไรเวอร์ชันนี้คิดตังค์เท่าไหร่เนี่ยบ้าใครว่าคิดเป็นเจ็บไม่คิดหรอกมีขอบคุณมากเพื่อนชิวเพื่อนแท้จริงว่ะเพื่อนแท้จับไว้นะจับไว้นะจับไว้นะ
Oh my gosh. Link down below in the video description on YouTube when this gets posted. Go ahead and throw it some love. Obviously, check out the channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. Let's go ahead and shout out to Jace for putting this together. It's a lovely, lovely document with some links and whatnot that we will go over right now. If I pull up the right thing. There we go. There we go. All right. Jeff Satur and friends. Jeff's had a very busy last few months. Released an EP called Red Giant, which was largely English songs. Ride or Die, Tell Me the Name, both videos we reacted to. Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit. That's the one. That's the one. That was very good. A clip of a visualizers in the reaction video, indeed. Call It Over and Golden Night. Golden Night was a New Year's song and the only one to have a Thai and English version on the EP. That's cool. This EP being in English shows his desire to break even more into the mainstream global market. Further proof of this is that last month he had his first appearance on American television. No way. That's huge. That is definitely big. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. I had so much of the menu at the top showing. He was in New York to perform and be interviewed at the Grammy Museum, but also stopped by the Good Morning New York studio for his TV debut. That's the, I think that's the local morning news, isn't it? I think so. He talked about being very nervous, but was still very charming, if quirky, self with the interviewer.
You want to see
Hello.
Award-winning Thai actor and recording artist Jeff Satur.
That's awesome.
I want to see a raccoon. You want to
What do you want to see while you're here? A raccoon. Oh my gosh. I would want to see a rat carrying a piece of pizza. That video that was viral many years ago is still one of the funniest things ever. As mentioned in one of the TikToks, Jeff was recently performed on the Miss Universe competition final, which was hosted by Thailand at the end of last year. He opened the competition with a medley of songs including Ride or Die, Black Tie, and Passion Fruit. PP Crit was seen a few times in the compilation. He and Jeff can have a very playful, sassy Tom and Jerry type friendship. Though recently, as PP and Bokilion? Oh my gosh, I am struggling. Bokilion, I think, maybe? We're all backstage of a Thai music show. They collabed on this short to promo PP's new song. Actors or not, they're friends first, and they descended into giggles. That's not surprising. Come on, Instagram. You can do it. That's funny. That's funny. If you've ever filmed anything or tried to do anything with a friend, you know exactly what that is. Trying to be serious, and by being serious or trying to be serious, you just laugh. You lose it. P.P. Craig is an actor and singer best known for the BL show I Told the Sunset About You. Beautiful title. With his partner Bilkin, and the movie The Red Envelope, also with Bilkin. About to be on American Netflix, for your information. Interesting. Wow. In 2023, he became an ambassador for Balenciaga. Dang. Beautiful title, beautiful show. Nice. Happy to hear that. Boyke Lion is a female singer seen in the compilation as directing PP and Jeff in the above clip. Jeff's creepy puppet master, ring master look, also seen in the video, is from the video for her song Circus, in which Jeff featured. I was going to say, he looks like, yeah, that is, that is creepy. Honestly, I'm more... I can't say it. I can't say it. I'm not looking at Jeff. I'm sure you can picture what I'm looking at, and it is so funny. I know they probably weren't thinking this at the time, but somebody should have caught it. Somebody should have caught it. Oh boy. Hopefully you saw what I was thinking of. My gosh. Don't be shy, say it. Nope. I'm sure you can figure out what I'm referencing. Boyke Lion first came to fame as the front woman They look like the Batman comic book villains. That's true. That is true. First came to fame as the frontwoman of the jazz R&B quintet Skip It, which later disbanded in 2015. She took part in the 2015 season of The Voice Thailand, which showcased her range and talent as an individual. Since, she's worked hard as a singer, had 2 successful albums, and in 2023, she was the voice of Ariel in the Thai dubs of the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. Wow. Look at that. Nicely done. We got Michelangelo, was a judge and mentor on Chuang Asia, I think, Thailand Season 1 alongside Jeff. Reality competition show by Tencent. Okay. Show brought 70 female trainees from different countries and agencies to form the international girl group Genes through global viewers' votes. Genies, I think is what they were going for there. The one threw me off. I'm like, wait, what? Interesting. These global girl groups are taking over. They are taking over. In September 2021, the Chinese government enacted a ban on the production and broadcast of idol competition shows in the country. What? To circumvent the ban, in July 2023, Tencent announced that this franchise would have seasons set in other countries under the name. Interesting. I don't know why. Season 2 was for a boy band. Nice. Very nice. Super cool. I like this. How many entries? 70? Yeah, 70. That is a lot. Good grief. During this time, they bonded and shared their dreams of producing their own shows. Ultimately, each has agreed to take part in the other's shows. Happy ending. Jeff's show sees Mike as the detective hunting Jeff, aka serial killer Damon, and is apparently due to be filmed later this year. Mike's show Vamp is slowly coming together, though has had less progress to it. In it, Mike will be playing a vampire V, and Jeff would be playing a vampire hunter called John Sean, depending on the translation. Or Jean. They've joked it's an actor exchange program between them. That's funny. That's really funny. And awesome, too. That's kind of cool. Mike came into fame first as one half of a singing duo, Golf and Mike. Golf being his brother. They performed together 2005 to 2010. In 2008, Mike made his acting debut, and since he's been in Thai shows like Full House, no relation to the American show. And Kiss Me, Chinese shows like Wu Jin, The Monster Killer, and My Little Princess, and even a Hollywood movie, The Misfits, with Pierce Brosnan. Hey, gotta love Pierce. It's kind of shocking how good Pierce still looks for his age. It's crazy. To the point where, yeah, he could probably play an old, like, almost retired Bond. Sylvie Pavita. Sylvie and Jeff collaborated on the song Far, which you heard some acapella of. It was released in October 2022. It's a very dreamy video of 2 people on a space station lamenting being so far from home. Very relevant to the whole Artemis thing. In talking about the writing process, they added that home is sometimes a person and not a place. Indeed. That is extremely true. Nice. Vibes. I like it. Sylvie Pavita is a singer, actress, and DJ. An out lesbian, she has discussed how her curves, she's considered plus size in Thailand, and her short hair and muscles have prevented her from opportunities. In some ways, you could compare her to American singer Pink, who has released songs about also not fitting the stereotype of pop star. Oh yeah, that's right. Bam Bam was a mentor on season 2 of Trang. Either it's Trang or Chang Asia. I don't know if the U is pronounced. Thailand with Jeff. He's a singer and rapper, also a member of a K-pop band, GOT7. He's Thai and recently released his Thai EP in 2025, Hometown. Jeff was one of the surprise guest artists in Bam Bam's hometown concert in Bangkok. This is where all were on stage water fight footage came from. Ah, okay. Along with Jeff and Time Thai below, ripping off Bam Bam's t-shirt. Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember that. On stage. Time Thai, for reference, was the heavily tattooed guy in the onstage water fight footage. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's funny. I'm just remembering all this stuff. Giving Jeff joking CPR and in the... yeah. That was funny. The audience was just losing their minds. And then the closing clip with both of them in 1970 suits, which was for a duet version of Jeff's song Golden Night. You have no doubt heard one of Time Thai's biggest songs, 2024's Hit Me Up. It's been covered by many BL actors and used in many more BL TikToks. Here's a short clip of him and Bam Bam dancing to it. Oh, yeah. Definitely heard that many times. He was discovered as a singer in 2010 from the YouTube videos he'd been uploading and has been performing and releasing music consistently ever since. And then Barcode. You've heard about Barcode before, so no need to recap. Indeed. Since Kin Porsche, they filmed Wuju Bakery in Korea. This was cited in the video as one of Jeff's LGBT rep roles, with the release date as 2020 ? Because the production company went bust and everyone, including Jeff, thought the show was lost forever. However, it's suddenly being released. Jeff's company announced they had not been contacted at all about this. What? Oh, that's weird. Here's BL Gossip Girl to explain this best. That's crazy.
Wuju Bakery dropped. I already dropped a different video about this, but if you did not know, Wuju Bakery is a show that was made fucking years ago, filmed years ago, and it's starring Jeff and Barcode, and it was done like right after Kin Porsche. So this was made around 2022, 2023, I think is, yeah, guys. It disappeared. We never saw it. The original company had a history of doing this with shows, and they did it with one of Mew's shows, and then that show aired after 2 years, and we were like, oh, I saw the trailer. Listen, I understand why maybe Jeff and Barcode don't want to talk about it. I get it. The other thing is, they have no fucking clue what's about to happen. Because some other company bought the rights to the show. They could do whatever they want with that footage. They can edit it. Who knows if it's even like the same show? I don't know. But I saw the trailer and I went, oh. And it has Korean subtitles, not English subtitles. I don't know if it's being released internationally or if it's just being like dropped to Korean audiences. What a wild time to be alive. And I'm just saying, both of those individuals have an incredible resume at this point under their belts. Like, we know they're phenomenal actors. They've worked in some fantastic stuff.
Only being released in Korea. Interesting.
The trailer for Wuju Bakery dropped. I already dropped it.
So who's going to be one for, do one for the team and translate it? Dub it. Apo and Jeff also met through Kin Porsche, having played the title role of Porsche, of course. As most of the cast did, they became very close during filming, press, and the resulting tour show. Apo and Jeff have a very playful relationship, roughhousing, classic, playing fighting, as well as being very affectionate. Another Tom and Jerry kind of friendship. First clip of Apo lifting and carrying Jeff whilst on stage of an arena was after Jeff surprised the group with his announcement that he was leaving BOC. Beyond Cloud, I think? Yeah. Apo was carrying him so he couldn't leave them. Nice. Jackson Wang and Jeff met as mentors for season 1 of the Chang Asia Thailand reality show. Jackson is also in the same K-pop band as Bam Bam, GOT7. You've reacted to him before, so I'll spare you the whole bio. Him and Jeff become very close when they've happened to cross paths at Fashion Week in Paris. It's always hugs and delight. Jeff has said he knew he was close with Jackson when they were sitting together and Jackson reached out and started playing with Jeff's leg hair. Celebrities are an odd bunch. Yeah, very true. Deo and Off-Road. Again, you know lots about them, so I'll focus on their connections with Jeff. Deo and Off-Road have been seen in the crowd at Jeff's shows plenty of times, including Songkran 2025. They've talked before about fans of his music, so it was obviously very exciting to Deo when Jeff invited him to join him on stage for his Red Giant concert. Deo joined Jeff on stage both nights, wow, on the Bangkok show. First show was the clip when he revealed he dreamed about Jeff kissing him on stage right before, and the second show is when Jeff teased him about Off-Road's reaction to the kiss. Currently, both Jeff and Deo are taking part in the show Running Man Thailand. It's inspired by the Running Man movies and a challenge show based much like Taskmaster. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right. I kind of wanted to see the I don't even know what you would call it, remake of Running Man, but I was also like, I love the original with Arnold. It's phenomenal. So I'm like, oh gosh, if I see it and I don't like it, it's just kind of ruined that movie in my mind. Freen is one half of the wildly popular girl GL pairing Becky Freen. Becky has also worked with Jeff. She was the love interest who betrayed him in the Ride or Die video. Like Jeff, Freen is an ambassador for Maison Valentino and thus often attend the various fashion weeks for the brand. Fans have dubbed them chaotic siblings.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Oh no. That's awesome. That's so cool. If I ever seen them together, it's just, something's going to be funny. Mile Kin of Kin Porsche played Jeff's older brother in the show, and they've got a brotherly bond to this day. Mile has been seen crying at Jeff's concerts more than once, in fact. Not surprising when the compilation Jeff said Mile had talked about his talent and how Jeff was going to be a star as soon as he had seen Jeff's YouTube singing videos. He's absolutely one of Jeff's biggest supporters. Definitely seemed close. Bible, another friend from the Kin Porsche cast. He and Jeff have said they bonded as the introverts of the group, preferring nights at home with their pets rather than partying, generally. You gotta go out every once in a while, but not all the time. Recently, Jeff said in an interview that when he writes in English now, he asked Bible to proofread for him, as Bible's first language is English. He said this is how the English used in his songs has improved. Jeff's English was never terrible, but it could be a bit clunky in some of the older songs. Bible also gave Jeff a Nintendo Switch for his birthday 1 year because they missed gaming together. In this way, no matter how packed their schedules, they could still do so. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh, that's great. Also, get yourself some friends that can gift you a Nintendo Switch. Good grief. Whoa. Gameplay. He was seen briefly, but Gameplay was Jeff's original BL partner. They starred in Ingredients and He, She, It. He was originally cast as Porsche in Kim Porsche, but ultimately recast for Barcode. Gameplay is a trained chef and is focused on that in the past few years, though recently there have been rumors, that he might rejoin the BL acting world again. Interesting. Kang. Lastly, Kang played Jinga in A Paradise of Thorns, Jeff's love interest, hence why he dedicated the song Rain Wedding to him when he was in the crowd at Songkran, as shown in the compilation. Kang is signed with Demundi, and usually has pairing is with Nam Ping. They recently starred in Kemjira I'm assuming that's how you say that. I sounded confident. I'm like, you know what? Lead with confidence. Maybe it comes off, terribly wrong, but we'll try it. Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Jace. I appreciate it. You have a cousin named Kimjira? Nice. Speak with confidence, indeed. Oh my gosh. I try. I really try. Sometimes it doesn't quite work, but sometimes it does. I think I do better than I give myself credit for, honestly. Seems like I don't mess up too bad. Maybe just a vowel here or there. All right. That was amazing. Jeff and friends. Obviously so talented. Good grief. So talented. Kate's crashing, so have a good night. We'll catch up on YouTube. Appreciate you being here, certainly. If you get it wrong, you'll just get more engagement of people explaining how to pronounce it. Yes, there is something to that, those rage bait posts and whatnot. Just trying to get that engagement up. Maybe I'll just start mispronouncing random easy words every once in a while. All right. The next one is Daniel Malloy and the Vampire Armand, Devil's Minion TikTok compilation. Let's go ahead and bring that up and jump in. Back to the vampires, I see. Vampires, it's all related.
Are you schizophrenic, Louis? No. I was a moron. Let's see. Fuck these vampires. Keep selling it. Huh. No, it's good. Just his were better. You bold fuck, let's stop. Ever read Moby Dick, real Rashid? How's the soap agent, Rashid? It's a great read, and you're a hack. Feet in the box shit is bullshit. Shared a boyfriend. This is great. Not some dumb Halloween costume, gloves, contact lenses. Should have seen that coming. Did not see that one coming. And one looked up at the painting and saw that Teresa's dead husband was Roberto. He had eloped with his enemy's widow. It's a telenovela. Yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. 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 I think it was the yeah that pissed her off most. Yeah?
I cannot help but hear Anthony Bourdain whenever this guy talks. It is just wildly uncanny.
Don't be afraid. Just start the tape.
The truth is hiding in your eyes, and it's hanging on your tongue, just boiling in my blood. But you think that I can't see what kind of man that you are. If you're a man at all, well, I will figure
Armand could see I was partial to you. I could see you were partial to me. Armand preserves my happiness. I preserve your happiness even when I don't look at it. You and Alice read a brasserie talking past.
Oh my gosh. Right before it got to the chorus. Come on now.
You say, yeah. Let's talk about it later tonight. You have our attention.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta knock out another chapter. One a week. I leave before the bill is paid. I never finish the novel. I think it was the yeah that pissed her off most. Yeah?
Yeah. Would you like to know what it felt like?
Yeah.
What did Alice say when you finally asked her to marry you?
She said no. What were the first words of the ancient vampire to the future love of his life?
Rest.
So, a do-over.
You should probably wait for me.
Probably.
It's huge, fascinating. You can read minds, right?
This time I won't save your life.
And what did she say when you finally asked her to marry you? Curious.
She said no. Alice.
She wanted to say yes. I want to rest. But she didn't trust you. You hadn't given her a reason to. I loved you. Members of my coven had sensed.
We'll get to you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Feels like you're flirting with me. I mind my business, God's my witness that I don't provoke it. But it's kinda making me wet. 'Cause it's actually
She's the girl that I wanna kiss. She's got big red eyes and big red lips. She's got big sharp teeth and big fat hips. She's the girl that I wanna fuck. She's got leather heart and leather gloves. She's the only girl that I wanna love.
I like the way you kiss me. I like the way you I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you listen. I can tell it this. Not trying to be romantic. I hit it from the back just so you don't get attached. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you listen.
Are you two going to finish each other's sentences for the whole session? We've been together 77 years, Danny.
Keep selling it. He didn't witness the play. He directed the play.
You're not to touch him. Do you understand?
What?
I have never made a vampire. The idea repulses.
I'm guessing you haven't heard from my maker.
There is a lot of very tension-filled eye contact in this show. It's one thing I've noticed after reacting to it for quite a while here. A lot of big moments, a lot of words not said. Tension's heightened with the contacts, right? Yeah, that definitely helps. Like Armand's eyes are just piercing. It's like the sun looking at you.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice such calm.
I'm quiet you've been longing for.
Speaks my name.
Daniel.
And
say when you finally asked her to marry you?
She said no.
She wanted to say yes, but she didn't trust you. You hadn't given her a reason to.
Ooh. Armand stands over you. He's commandeered your body.
Rise.
Will? That would be terrifying. What is this song? The lyrics are amazing.
I'm guessing you haven't heard from my maker. Fucking asshole.
The conversation was easy and flirtatious.
And combative.
And combative, yes. But only in the most stimulating ways.
Arguing is foreplay.
Arguing is for.
I'm not their fucking boy.
Interesting.
I'm leaving clues in the fitting room and it's hot tea. No, I'm not thinking about no exes. No, they miss me. I got the whole room spinning like it's tipsy. Don't bars, take it to the cars. Ooh, wanna rock with Jenny. Keep your hair done, nails done like Jenny. I was gonna obsessed like Jenny. Like.
The boy we met in San Francisco.
That was awesome.
That boy?
Boy! The boy.
The boy.
Fascinating boy.
But have you ever met
I guess, yeah, you would definitely be a boy or girl to somebody who's like 500 years old.
And I was like,
I wouldn't even, honestly, I wouldn't even blame them calling somebody a child.
This is so weird. Where did they send you when Shah Rukh Khan over here was playing you? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you haven't heard from my maker. Fucking asshole.
I feel like you would know he was looking at you even without looking, you know? You just
Where
feel
does
it.
the bullshit start? Armand, Amadeo.
Arun. But I'm not hopeful there's much more to you, Daniel, other than a hope.
And what did she say when you finally asked her to marry you?
Perhaps we should
said no.
She wanted to say yes, but she didn't trust you. You hadn't given her a reason to. You've remembered, and you're angry that I erased it.
I didn't forgive you.
You asked me to do it. You want an apology? I'm sorry.
You were an ancient vampire. You could read any mind you want.
I was in love.
Really?
Interesting. Can't read the minds of those you love. Kind of an interesting wrinkle there. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Lots of tension. Lots of unrequited love. Boy, it's going to get more and more interesting to see just how much they expand on that character, Armand. And certainly more with Daniel as well. But it's very, very good. Very, very good. Very tensious. You know, lots of tension. Lots of passion. A link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw out some much-deserved love. Also check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you, and certainly if they interest you a lot, maybe you request it for stream. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on Armand and Daniel. Here we go. Daniel Malloy, elder queer representation in all things Interview with the Vampire. Eric Bogosian said, we start shooting again in the summer. Who plays Daniel Malloy in Interview with the Vampire volunteers as our afternoon conversation shifts to the series, which will soon begin work on its third season. Quote, and then there's the Talamasca show that's going to come on before that. I don't know when they're releasing it. What's weird about Interview with the Vampire or this whole Anne Rice universe is that you've got different auteurs working on it, creating their own ideas about what should be happening with this thing. And then you have one producer over the whole thing, Mark Johnson. But Roland Jones, I mean, that has been some crazy stuff working with Roland. I, as a writer, as an off-Broadway kind of guy, which is where he started at the Atlantic with his plays, how he's doing this, I don't know. I mean, it's a level of intensity. It's hard for me to even, Roland is ready to go completely all kinds of places. I don't even know what's happening or what's going to happen to Daniel because I barely got a hint of it so far. He grins with a hint of slyness, knowing we all want to know what that barely there hint was. And concludes, I guess I'll find out. Bogosian then points out that he has a whole stack of the Vampire Chronicles books sitting prominently in center stage on the desk in his office right next to us. I'd clocked them immediately when we sat down, and they seemed to have a gravitational pull all their own. Quote, I've read every one of the books. Bogosian shares of diving into the literary world, of the Interview with the Vampire. It's hard for me to keep it all in my head because I'm aware of the depth and breadth of Anne Rice's. Just the vampire world, forget the other worlds I've tried, but it's just too much for me to go everywhere. She's so interesting because her sexual dynamics and her imagination dynamics are pretty deep. She's also writing about something that has been a big part of my sort of daily meditation for years now, which is death. Anne Rice's universe has been a ripe playground full of many themes, and Bogosian feels the Interview with the Vampire series has done a wonderful job of keeping Rice's vision and adapting it where necessary for our TV screens, of course. He expounds, quote, "She took this vampire thing and she made it. Particularly in the beginning, it's basically a meditation on death. And I shouldn't say it basically is a meditation on death, but there's a lot of, it is a meditation of death, partially, as you know from her story, because her child died just before she started writing these books in the mid-70s. And I think it's very satisfying to be in that realm. I also think that Roland has been, and Hannah Moscovich has been really respecting Anne Rice's imagination. Can't all come to the show, obviously, for reasons. Sometimes she's one of these great pop writers like Stephen King. She's not always consistent in every single thing she thinks of. Bogosian rattles off a few critical examples from Interview with the Vampire that I know fandom has been talking about. Do vampires get turned on, shall we say? Or don't they? Well, it depends on which things you've read. Can they get drunk? Do they get drunk if they suck blood of someone who's had a lot to drink? I don't know. So we have to live in our world, and we have to be consistent in our world. And although your mileage may vary, we're not too sad to say some of these questions have been answered in Interview with the Vampire. You know which one. Probably many Interview with the Vampire fans already know this, but it was Bogosian's dream to play a vampire, and he was musing about it right when he got cast. He reminisces, quote, "I was headed out of Chicago to visit my wife, who was directing a play in Chicago, which, as it turned out, was by one of the writers of the show. But I didn't know at the time, and on the plane, I was just sitting and thinking, you've done a lot of stuff. What's left?" I said, "Well, the one thing I've always wanted to do is be a vampire." And the next day, I got a call, which is so crazy. I mean, Frank Langella doing Dracula on Broadway was one of my favorites, my favorite experiences. And later to become friendly with Frank, who's truly from another universe, that was pretty special. Ultimately, it's not just vampires making the series exciting, but the fact that it's really doing something as it brings all its different components to the table. Bogosian reveals what he loves to see in Interview with Vampire Exploring. There's the power, there's the sexual aspects, there's immortality. All these things make it very, very, at least for me, serious sensuousness of it, make it exciting. And Roland has been very courageous. If you go to LA and you pitch and you say, it's going to be people of color, it's going to be gay, you could get gunned down. So you've got to give AMC credit, but they're like, we're lucky to have you, go for it. And that all becomes very exciting to be a part of that, especially when it works. And I think it works. I know that aspects of the show are violent, that maybe some people don't like to watch that, but that's just taste, I think. Yeah, I know of certain people that just don't like to watch violent stuff. Like, if there's any sort of violence at all, they just won't watch it. I know people that won't watch things if it has any sort of like demonic tone or plot device to it. Like, we all have our tastes and preferences, of course. I tend to give pretty much everything a chance, but I totally understand why people would have, some hard lines that they're like, don't want to cross that. I completely get it. Completely agree, and bring up another aspect of representation that I've been thinking a lot about, and that's the idea of seeing a romantic queer relationship between Armand and present-day Daniel. We all love younger Daniel, of course, but there would be something that feels seminal in Eric Bogosian's version of Daniel and Armand got together on screen. Elder queer representation isn't something that we see too much on our television screens because, of course, societal interjection, but it's also not something we don't see too much of in our lives because, sadly, the queer community lost so many queer men from a certain generation that Eric Bogosian is a part of. I present the thought to him, and he's interested in the concept of it, and to me, it feels like agrees with the sentiment, although he hadn't thought about it before, but notes that Roland is not asking me for my input. It's such a complicated 3D chess game that I think, if I'm really feeling strongly about something, I'll throw it in the ring. But he's in his own kind of world. It's like, me talking to, I don't know, the Great Oz or something. That's funny. That is funny. Let's see. If you've read the books, there's a lot to think about with what that represents, and then what you just brought up, which frankly I haven't even thought of, the AIDS crisis in the story, but what would that do? What would that be? The thought really seems to strike a chord with a Bogosian. Very interesting. It's a pretty interesting, thought-provoking interview there. Well done. What's the TV version of Interview with the Vampire does better than the books? Wow. Well, obviously Bogosian basically just said it's more consistent, at least. Daniel's the one who conducts the interview. In the show, he initially met Louis in San Francisco in the 70s and sought him out as an interesting subject for a possible article. Now it's the 2020s and Daniel's older, saltier, returned to Louis' life to help him tell the real story he never shared the first time around. Truth is debatable and has multiple perspectives, not just for Louis and Daniel, but Armand, Louis' companion and keeper, who seems hesitant to let the real story come to light. The Vampire Chronicles, Daniel often feels like an afterthought, especially in later books. And that's when he bothers to appear. He's left unnamed in the first book, being only the blank slate interviewer to whom Louis can tell his story. In The Queen of the Damned, he's reintroduced and given a full identity, that of a human who desperately wants to become a vampire. He's young, naive, hopelessly eager to embrace the life that Louis told him was a living nightmare. To make this happen, he has sought out Armand, a former devil-worshipping wannabe, Lestat, what a description, who looks to be forever a 15-year-old boy. He and Daniel fall in love in the obsessive, all-consuming manner that befits Rice's vampires, but Armand won't give Daniel what he desires the most. As he tells his paramour, every vampire ends up hating their maker, and he cannot allow Daniel to turn against him like that. It makes sense for Armand to given his own tumultuous relationship with his maker, Marius, which is explored in the later novels. The relationship is toxic, even by the standards of romances in this series. Wow, that's saying something. That's saying something, considering Louis and Lestat. As Armand spent years pursuing Daniel before holding out on him the gift he wants more than life itself. Death, basically. That's basically what being a vampire is. Early Daniel functions as a cautionary tale in that book, a way for Rice to delve into the unbearable trap of the dark gift. No matter how much you love someone, you'll never truly forgive them for killing you, even if you ask for it. Wow, that's interesting. Well, the big thing with vampires and whatnot is your body turns cold, right? So you lose that warmth. You lose, what makes you human. Warmth, knowing that this all ends. The importance of life, breath, importance of eating, drinking, doing whatever. Like, it kind of loses its edge a little bit, I would assume, right? And it's, something you'll never get back, which is final. Like, there's a lot of finality to it. Even though you never technically die as a vampire, there's a lot of infinity and beyond. That's hilarious. There's a lot of infinity and beyond, a lot of eternity. There is a finality to it of you're no longer alive and you will never be alive. You will never feel that. You will never age. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, no matter how much you love someone, you'll never truly forgive them for killing you. Damn, that's interesting. Once she'd completed that arc, Daniel was basically shunted to the side. He wanders off alone off page for a while to get away from Armand. who gets his own novel and more chances to be a whiny brat. Okay. We love him, really. And when we see him again, he's essentially catatonic and spends his day building model cities. Sure, okay. Is this a way to show the most tragic possibility for a human who becomes a vampire and isn't prepared for it? Louis wasn't prepared for it, and he still got to be an actual person. Even in the later novels, Daniel's basically ignored, as though Rice forgot him or felt no need to develop him beyond his initial purpose. Especially disappointing because there are moments where it would have made sense for Daniel to be part of the story, and he simply isn't. Such as the ending of The Vampire Armand, when Armand gets some new companions in the form of a couple of kids. Ew. And also, why? Poor Daniel just couldn't catch a break. Series ends in blood communion, and Daniel gets a brief aside, the series equivalent of he died on the way back to his home planet. Oh my gosh. Oh, interesting. But the Daniel of the TV series is a very different beast. For one thing, he has zero interest in becoming a vampire. This is not a life he craves because he's already lived a full human life, full of mistakes, pleasures, that a family. If it intrigues him in any way, it's in a purely journalistic manner. His experiences, those he remembers, and those that stick in his mind like a scab, have stripped away allure to immortality. Can you blame him? Aside from being attacked and manipulated by Louis and Armand, he's had to deal with their petty relationship dramas and clashing narratives for far too long. Watching his total cynicism at their attempts to spin the ultimate love story is truly hilarious. That's so good.
And what does it have to do with Daniel? Let's talk about Devil's Minion. Devil's Minion refers to both the relationship between Armand and Daniel and also to the chapter in Queen of the Damned in which most of their interactions happen. When someone referring to the show says, "Did Devil's Minion happen?" what they mean is, did Armand spend 12 years stalking Daniel, holding Daniel captive, ending up in a sort of strange relationship with him? When this happens in Queen of the Damned, it's effectively Armand's reintroduction in the present. We've heard huge amounts about him in the past from Louis and Lestat in the two previous books, but now we see what he's been up to, what he does when he isn't around Louis and Lestat. The reason why he gets in contact with Daniel is because he's read the previous books that Daniel has written in which he's a character. Armand likes this. Armand likes to know how he's being perceived. Daniel is like, "You're disgusting, you're horrific, I'm like a great black predatory insect, you're this monster who's ruining my life." He's like, no one ever says these things to me. The Blender thing. So Devil's Minion, the chapter, largely focuses on Armand's weird phases. He's determined to get in touch with the spirit of each century he's living in, because he thinks that's the trick to living forever as a vampire. You need to be connected to what's currently happening, or you're going to go mad because you're so divorced from the time you're currently living in. And the way that Armand has decided he's going to stay in touch with the spirit of the 20th century is he interacts with humans constantly. He is meeting up with artists, filmmakers all the time. He wants to have incalculable amounts of money. He wants to have loads of stuff. He wants to talk to everyone in New York and have loads of houses and tons of clothes. He wants to see every show and watch every movie ever made. Naturally, Daniel starts to think that he's one of these passing fancies of Armand's, that he's playing with him for a bit and then is going to lose interest. It's kind of funny that Blenders get singled out, because even within the passage that's in, it's a list of different household appliances that Armand becomes interested in. He loves new
So he's really trying to stay somewhat involved.
almost directly from the film
Very
Amadeus, about Mozart and Salieri, this guy who is a genius innovator and this guy who is more stuck in his ways and sort of seethes from the sidelines, in which Armand has, of course, cast Lestat as Mozart and himself as Salieri. And it's a clearly intentional allusion, and I think my favourite thing about it is I do believe Armand would have seen Amadeus. One of the book Armand's most charming traits to me, one the show hasn't really done with him, is he is a big film guy. In the 70s he commits to watching every film ever taped, and then when he gets bored of that he decides he's going to make his own films. These films consist of filming himself sleeping, and then also doing street interviews in New York City. So he's ahead of his time in some ways. He also, when he grows bored of watching tons and tons of films, just starts watching the same films over and over again. And the thing that's so amusing to me about this is his taste is nowhere near as pretentious as you'd assume it would be, because Armand is extremely pretentious. In the beginning of The Vampire Armand, someone quotes Cymbeline, the Shakespeare play, like some lines from Cymbeline, and they're like, "Do you know those words?" And he's like, "Yes, of course I do. I love them." But his taste in films, in contrast to this, runs to the extremely popular. In the 80s, he loves Blade Runner and the works of Terry Gilliam. He watches Time Bandits.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
In the 90s, he references the X-Files and also says that he thinks Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo and Juliet was just incredible. Like, he's so talented and so beautiful, acting against his Juliet, brackets Claire Danes. He's a Leo fan in the 90s. It's groundbreaking. If Daniel was more of a film guy, he'd be able to notice that Armand has just taken a famous scene from the film.
Who wasn't a Leo fan in the 90s, okay? Let's be honest.
Amadeus and is claiming it happened to him. And if he knew Armand better, he'd know he was exactly the sort of guy to take an excerpt from a film he liked and insert it into his own backstory. If Daniel was more of a film guy, he could have called out Armand's season 2 episode 3 flashback as a lie way sooner.
Interesting. Very interesting. I like the idea that he's trying to stay somewhat connected, you know, to the current time and not just being this immortal being. You know, you would just kind of exist and not be a part of the culture at all, which would just be kind of weird. And yeah, you probably would go mad in the fact that you would feel completely alone, like utterly alone, regardless, you know, you had anybody around you. You would just constantly feel disconnected. You know, you'd be referencing some like 300-year-old pop culture and somebody would just look at you like, what? It's very interesting. You know, as you get older, you know, we start to, I hate to say it, but we start to lose it. We start to lose that connection to pop culture and, you know, what kids or younger people are doing today. I potentially have no idea. Like, you just kind of lose it. You know, you're busy with work. You're not in school. You're not constantly talking to your peers. You're just kind of absorbing. I'm at the stage where I'm absorbing pop culture like secondhand. Like, it makes its way on social media and then it goes viral eventually. And then it finally trickles to me. You know how when you were a kid or younger and your parents would eventually start catching on to current trends, whatever it is, maybe sayings or whatever. And then they would start using it in conversation. And by that time, to you and people of your age, it was like so passé. It was like, no, that was months ago. Months ago, we were saying YOLO or whatever. And all of a sudden, your parents are like, YOLO, YOLO. You're just, all of a sudden, you just wake up one day and you are that secondhand person that's hearing these things, you know, months after they were popular or whatever. And by the time you start saying it, it's on to the next. I think this, you know, this is so accurately pointed out with social media companies. It used to be, you know, Friendster and MySpace and whatnot. And then Facebook came around and Facebook was like the coolest. You had to be at university with a university email to even be allowed on it. No companies, no parents, no grandparents. It was just university students getting crazy on there. And then they eventually opened it up to other people. And at that point, we were literally getting lectured. Take down your party pictures. This is going to affect your job potential in the future. Like, we literally, everybody started saying, you know, make your stuff private. Get rid of the pictures of you holding, you know, alcoholic beverages and blah, 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 blah. Like, it was unbelievable how overnight Facebook went from so cool, super hip, you gotta be on it, to, okay, everybody's grandma's on it, forget it, find something else. And then, you know, other things popped up musically, certainly TikTok, of course, now. I Vine there for a little bit. And I don't know what's next. Is there anything next? Is it still TikTok? It'll probably be something soon, eventually. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how that kind of transforms as well. And it just kind of paints the picture of eventually you get to the point where you're just trying to catch up. I feel like I'm jogging after pop culture. I feel like I'm jogging after, you know, what's relevant, what's new, what's interesting. It's crazy. It is so crazy. And even if you're plugged in and you feel like you're plugged in, it still gives off that vibe like you're just the older person trying to hang. It's brutal. It is so brutal. I hate it. I absolutely hate that. But it's life. That's life. It happened to us all. I felt that way ever since I turned 28. Yeah, pretty much. Mid-20s, you start to kind of slip a little bit because you're not as plugged in usually. And especially if you have like a full-time job or something like that is life. And then you're just, you know, when you're not plugged into the matrix and working, you're just trying to build up energy for the next week. Like, you have no time to hang out and, you know, catch up on all that stuff. It's brutal. It's really brutal. You know, I thought for the longest time, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay plugged in. I'm going to stay on top of the trends and everything. And now I'm just like, wow. You know, when that 6-7 thing came out, by the time I had heard of it, like grandmas were saying 6-7. Like, just what? What's up, Rack? Welcome in. All right, let's move on to the next. It is a General Hospital playlist. This is the Corinthos family, specifically. So we're going to start with Carly and Jocelyn, Michael and Jocelyn, and then Dante and Michael. So let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? This is Carly and Jocelyn.
When darkness falls upon your heart and soul, I'll be the light that shines for you. When you forget how beautiful you are, I'll be there to remind you. When you can't find your way, I'll find my way to you. When troubles come around, I will come to you. I'll be your shoulder when you need someone to lean on. Be your shelter when you need someone to see you through. I'll be there to carry you. I'll be there. I'll be the rock that will be strong for you. The one that
I felt like I needed a lighter or something.
when you feel that rain falling down, when there's nobody else around, I'll be. And when you're there with no one there to hold, I'll be the arms that reach for you.
Big emotions.
And when you feel your faith is running low, I'll be there to believe in you. When all you find are lies, I'll be the truth you need.
Oh,
When
she's
you
taking the
need
stand.
someone to run to, you can run to me. I'll be your shoulder when you need someone to lean on. Be your shelter when you need someone to see you through. I'll be there to carry you. I'll be there. I'll be the rock that will be strong for you. The one that will hold on to you
Dang, that song is so sweet. I love that. That song is so sweet. Oh, that is Reba. I was like, is that Reba? It is. Reba McEntire. Fantastic. It's always good to have that rock, you know? That's the main takeaway of that, is that a lot of those moments was Carly reassuring Jocelyn. You know, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a friend, whoever you got. It's always nice to have somebody around that can pick up the pieces as your life is currently crumbling, or you think it's crumbling. Yeah, all you really need is one. All you really need is one. And obviously, if that's your person that you like, you know, vent to and all that stuff, obviously you need to return the favor. You don't want to be that one person that's like using the other person as your venting person, emotional person, breakdown person, and then never do it in return. Like that's brutal. And eventually they'll stop being that person for you, and you will have deserved it. Don't be that way. Don't be one-sided. All right, let's move on to the next one. It is Michael and Jocelyn.
Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Oh, tears make a lot of scopes in your eyes. It hurt, I know you're hurting, but so am I. And love, if your wings are broken, borrow mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we break it down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find
This is a sibling relationship, by the way. Good to point that out, right? Sometimes you don't know.
yeah, you're all I never knew I needed. And the hurt, sometimes it's unclear why it's beating. And love, if your wings are broken, we can break through those emotions too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. And on truth, I guess truth is what you believe in. And faith, I think faith is having a reason. And I know my love, if your rings are broken, borrow mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we bring it down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you.
There's so much footage of embracing because this is a soap opera. There's a lot of tragic events.
I'll be your eyes till yours can't shine. And I'll be your arms, I'll be your steady satellite. And when you can't rise, well, I'll cry with you on hands and knees. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we break it down, we can find a way to break through. Come on. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Love, you're not alone.
I'm so glad in the description of this video, it says sibling relationship because without any words and just music, I would have guessed that they were together.
I'm gonna stand by you.
That's so funny. Very sweet. Siblings are great. I have 2 older siblings. It's a bond that, you know, it's hard to explain. It's just really good. Like you could, if you have a good relationship with your siblings, you can literally spend miles apart, time apart, and then all of a sudden you get back together and it's like you never left. I go through that pretty much every year. It's very strange. It's like just a immediate click back to like normal days. It, yeah, a lot of fun over the years for sure. So it's, you know, I guess you could compare it to like a friend or an adoptive sibling or whatever. Very similar. If you know, spend a lot of time with them and whatnot, you probably have a very, very similar relationship. But I don't know. It's nice. It's very nice. And it's another support person, right? You know, you have parents, friends, siblings. They can all be support person. This is Dante and Michael. Video about the brothers, Dante and Michael.
Ramblers in the wilderness, we can't find what we need. Get a little restless from the searching, get a little worn down in between. Like a bull chasing the matadors, a man left to his own schemes. Everybody needs someone beside you, shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Brother, let me be your shelter, I'll never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one that lights the way, bring you home. Face down in the desert now, there's a cage locked around my heart. Found a way to drop the keys where my failures were. Now my hands can't reach that far. I ain't made for rivalry, I can never face the world alone. Know that in my weakness I am strong, but it's your love that brings me home. Brother, let me be your shelter, never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one that lights the way, bring you home. And where do you call and need me near? Saying where'd you go? Brother, I'm right here. And on those days,
It's a heck of a wake up. Just wake up to a gun going. Woo.
we can get through it all. Brother, let me be your shelter, never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're alone. Brother, let me be your shelter.
Now that is brotherly. Not to the face, though. Face punches are completely over the line, no matter what.
Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one
Oh.
that lights the way, bring you home. Bring you home.
Very, very nice. minus the facial punch. That's not brotherly at all. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original videos. Go ahead and throw it some love. I'll just throw the playlist in there. You can find the videos from that. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on the Corinthos family. Here we go. Start with Carly. Why not? Played by Laura Wright since 2005. We've gone over Carly quite a bit, so we'll just kind of make this quick. Seduces her mother's husband for revenge. Hello. Throughout the 2000s, Carly, then Tamara Braun from 2001 to 2005, goes on to become one of the show's most prominent, vital, and popular characters, largely due to her super couple pairing with mobster Sonny and her friendship with Jason. These storylines. Oh my gosh. Reading these is like the most crazy book you've ever read. It's absolutely nuts. We'll just pick a random line anywhere. Meanwhile, Carly befriends the mysterious Jake Doe, much to Sonny's dismay. Just as Michael begins to thaw towards his parents and relinquishes custody of Avery, Carly and Sonny become engaged. Meanwhile, Sonny and Carly realize Morgan's in trouble and fear he might be bipolar like Sonny. On their wedding day, Sonny gets shot hours before the wedding and ends up paralyzed. Ava takes custody of Avery, and Carly wants to marry Sonny immediately, hoping it will help in the custody case. Sonny nearly dies during their first attempt at wedding, and then they finally remarry, surrounded by the entire family. My gosh. It's just unbelievable. Carly and Franco later discover a recording which reveals that Sonny killed AJ and Ava killed Connie. Kill, 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 kill. Carly gives the recording to Sonny, who plots to kill Ava, only for her to reveal that she's pregnant with either Sonny or Morgan's child. Keeping the secret from Michael draws Sonny and Carly closer, and they start an affair, despite her recent engagement to Franco. At the wedding, messy. The amount of mess. Oh my gosh. At the wedding, a bitter Franco exposes Sonny's part in AJ's murder, destroying the entire family and landing Sonny in prison. Whoa. Jocelyn Jacks, fictional character, obviously, in General Hospital, daughter of billionaire corporate raider Jasper Jacks, ex-wife Carly. She was conceived after her parents renewed their vows, and the pregnancy was a miracle due to Carly's previous miscarriage and the fact that her pregnancy with Jocelyn was high risk. Actually born on screen. Third child. After renewing their vows, conceive a child during their honeymoon. Hello. Grappling with the risks of a complicated pregnancy, Carly is initially conflicted, but ultimately decides to continue with it. When Jax returns from a trip and discovers the positive pregnancy test, he's overjoyed about becoming a father. Carly, however, delays informing him about her possible medical condition. A blood test later confirms she has the condition. That same day, upon learning Jason is injured, Carly faints. Oh my gosh. In June 2009, during a confrontation with Claudia, who is also pregnant, both women fall down a flight of stairs. Fortunately, Carly and the baby are unharmed. The next month, Carly rescues Claudia after a car accident, but the stress causes her to faint. Once again, both Carly and the baby are confirmed to be fine. Jocelyn harbors deep resentment towards Sonny, her former stepfather, whom she once affectionately called Uncle Sonny, raised in the household during her mother Carly's 4 marriages to him. 4. Her feelings turned bitter after Sunny's infidelity led to their divorce. Well, that's not surprising. Then we got Michael, of course. Role was portrayed, several actors, blah, blah, blah. We don't really need to know that. Son of A.J. Quartermain and Carly, adoptive son of mob boss Sonny, Michael is raised at the center of a bitter battle between the Quartermain and Corinthos families. Character's most significant storylines include his accidental shooting of Kate Howard, his own shooting, and waking from a coma, and being sent to prison for the murder of his stepmother, Claudia, where he was raped. Good grief. Most recently, the character has embraced his biological roots. Michael spent the majority of his life trying to emulate his adoptive father, but has since matured into a man in his own right. And then we have Dante, of course. Dante is introduced to the series as an undercover cop investigating mob boss Sonny, who happens to be his father. In addition to his initial investigation of Sonny, Dante's most significant stories include his romance with Lulu, his unintentionally landing his brother Michael in prison, his past relationships with Brooke and Brenda, and his friendship with Ronnie. Dante and Lulu are married, and under executive producer Frank Valentini and head writer Ron Carlavati, the couple embarks on a journey to have a child. However, they're forced to utilize Maxie Jones as a surrogate, which ends with them losing custody battle of another child, which proves to be Maxie's own. It is then revealed that Dante and Lulu's embryo was stolen and birthed by Dr. Britt Westbourne. The couple is eventually reunited with their son, whom they name Rocco. In 2013, in honor of the 50th anniversary celebration, Dante and Lulu featured in a revisit of the iconic 1980s storyline known as the Ice Princess. Unbelievable. That is something. So he's been doing that role since 2009. Dang. That's pretty crazy. He looked familiar. What else is he in? Battlestar Galactica. Huh. He had some roles as a child actor, including Are You Afraid of the Dark? Interesting. He was in 2012 as a paramedic. I feel like I've seen him for some reason when he was younger. I don't know. Very interesting. Let's pick a random line. See what happens. Valerie has during this time, Dante thinks Lulu has cheated on him with Dylan. Valerie has a crush on Dante. Following her mother's death, Valerie takes refuge with her cousin Lulu, her husband Dante. Valerie also starts working as the police administrative aide for the police station. Stricken with grief, Valerie bonds with Dante, who is also raised by a single mother, and they eventually have a one-night stand. Hello. Dante confides in Nathan. Valerie briefly dates Lulu's ex-lover, Dylan. Oh my gosh. Boy, she comes in and just wrecks things. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sleeps with the husband and then goes for the wife's ex-lover. Like that's messy. Good grief. Wow. She eventually confides in him only for Dylan, who is still hung up on Lulu, to publicly expose the affair at a Halloween party. Oh, that would be fun. Dante and Lulu cannot overcome all that's happened, so they agree to divorce. In 2016, they decided to not sign the divorce papers. Wow, okay, that was like crashing and burning, and then, whoa, pulled up on the plane. And give their marriage a second chance by going to couples therapy. Following their reconciliation, the couple move into a new home, begin discussions of having a second child together. Wow, that couples therapy really worked. In December, Dante and Lulu meet Lulu's daughter. In June 2018, Dante leaves Port Charles to join the WSB. In finding Raj Patel, the man who attacked and attempted to kill Lulu 2 years prior. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Wow. It's just, it's always crazy. Always crazy. Good grief. All right, let's move on to the next one. Excellent. I'll say this. There's a reason why soap operas, soap dramas are on television for 50, 60, 70, 80 years. It's because the stories are just gripping. They're really good. If you're looking for drama, you found it. The actors are extremely talented. I think acting in the soap opera is probably some of the most difficult, other than, being on Broadway or something like that, theater, live theater. Yeah, it's really impressive. And the writers, the fact that they're able to come up with all of those storylines continually for like 50 years is just incredible. Like, I think they're rotating out writers, so they're not, looking at it from the same lens, but it's really impressive that they're able to continue to go on. And I'm sure there's some stories that are kind of similar with different characters or whatever, but it's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It's Yuzuru Hanyu TikTok compilation, Figure Skater. This was posted 2 years ago. Let's go ahead and jump in. I have no idea what to expect. None. So we'll find out together. Obviously, we have some information afterwards as well to fill in the gaps, etc.
Yuzuru Hanyu, double gold medalist, just gave a masterclass on what figure skating actually is.
Right? Double gold medalist. Oh my God.
How dare you?
Just came flying in there.
Dare you stand in my way?
Everything that kills me
Dang.
makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be.
So much respect for people that do it. Yeah, the blades on their skates are pretty terrible.
So that I may give thrown away from this place.
What's really terrifying, honestly, is the couples or the doubles. Oh my gosh. They're like holding on to the other person's ankle and like flinging them around or whatever. And their blade is like right in their face. Like that is just, that's incredible.
Fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me. I kept Walter White out of jail. I wanted his money. I lied for him. I conspired with him, and I made.
That's an interesting Breaking Bad crossover there. I saw Disney on Ice last year. I was flinching every time they did the lips. Yeah, I bet. I flinch pretty hard when they do the where they have one foot down and then the other one's like kicking or whatever, and then they spin in a circle really fast. Like when they do that next to each other, I'm like, oh God. Oh, you got to keep your distance with that one. They make it look so effortless. Yeah, it's crazy.
We cannot beat these. We cannot beat this.
These two after he broke him, beat him with a broken ankle. That's crazy.
フィギュアスケートは一人で大きなリンクで滑ることができて、皆さんがそれを見てくださるので、それがすごく特別だなって思いますし。
It is, yeah, it's very intimate. Like, it's one of those sports that you're it. People are watching you. So any sort of like little mistake or whatever is just completely maximized. What's going on, Ferry? Welcome in.
Cause you and I knew we were born.
No one can skate as he does. No one uses the music, but Yuzuru does.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. How close was he to the ice right there? Yeah, the outfits are definitely, the word that comes to mind for me is pizzazz.
The sea of flags from Japan.
Jumps on the podium, that's awesome. Bedazzled, yep. That's crazy. He kissed the ice? That was impressive.
The greatest skater of all time, Yuzuru Hanyu, defends his title.
Like no one I've ever seen, the best ever. The gold medalist, he skates like liquid gold. He wants this second gold. Everything has been thrown at him.
He has gone back to back at the Olympics.
Time Olympic
Dang.
gold medalist.
To go back to back is impressive in any sport. Oh man, that is not good. Oh my gosh. Does all this with asthma too? Yeah, that's even crazier.
The reigning Olympic champ, Yuzuru Hanyu.
Wow. Just wow. Just wow. It's like a rock concert for figure skating. That was so cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief intermission before Yuzuru Hanyu loses all of his clothing.
they did. Guns, bitches, weed, money, YSL, gold chain, Maserati, penthouse, helicopter, fame.
Dang, he jumped a decent amount of distance there. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's jumping, it's obviously you're on blades, and you're not working on soft ground. There's no mats, there's no gymnastic mats. You're landing on ice. Very dense ice. Definitely had some issues. Came back from all of them though. That's impressive. What was that in Batman? It was why do we fall down so we can learn to pick ourselves up again? That's so cool. Two-time Olympic champion, two-time world champion, four-time Grand Prix final champion, six-time national champion, one four continents champion, one junior world champion, two junior world Grand Prix final champions, and 19 world records Super Slam. 19 world records is crazy.
At 19 years old, Yuzuru Hanyu of Japan at the Sochi Winter Olympic Games scored 101.45 points in the short program, making him the first figure skater to surpass the 100-point mark, ever.
That's so impressive.
And a chance to get to the 300 mark. I'm not sure you're going to see anything better than that anytime soon.
And still higher again. Biggest number we've ever seen.
Wow. Wow.
This is Yuzuru Hanyu. He is a Japanese figure skater and ice show producer. He is a two-time Olympic champion, two-time world champion, four-time Grand Prix final champion, four continents champion, and six-time national champion of Japan.
That's so cool. To be able to conduct yourself on ice that masterfully is incredible. And if you've ever ice skated at all, you recognize just how difficult that is.
選手何やるんだろうっていうのは気になってました。
逆に多分僕が何するかっていうの方が気になってるんじゃないですかね。
Do you always care about what your competitors are doing before the event? He goes, shouldn't they be the ones caring about what I'm doing? Yes. Oh man, that was brutal.
Yuzuru Hanyu is doing a one-man.
It got cut off, right? That is a heck of a lot of stuffed animals right there. Oh, they're all Winnie the Poohs. That is an insane amount of Winnie the Poohs.
I'll try to have fun in the meantime.
It's crazy you do all that and you also are expected to smile. Like that is... Oh, come on. Good luck.
Itchy till I die, all these lollies call me. Rubbing on her thigh, she say wet for her. Shawty so kawaii, and would die for her. Ride and watch hentai all the time.
That is so
You know
crazy.
this is going to be big.
More than big.
300 mark for the very first time ever. No one has ever topped 300.
Making history, and not just top, 322.
Well deserved. He was outrageously stunning today. Just perfect. Perfect.
What a performance. The best that we have ever seen.
I have no idea how they score these. I'm assuming it's like technical and if there's any kind of like blunders or anything. I watched a whole ice skating anime. You're on ice. That's right. What's up, Lynette? Craziest is that the score has been beaten. Oh, that's crazy. Isn't there like a young kid right now that's like doing extremely well? Can't remember his name. Did really well at the Olympics.
Is he healthy? Is he ready?
That's impressive to be able to come back from a broken ankle and do well.
Only 20
Ilya?
reigning Olympic champion.
The definition of a complete skater.
This is what
That sounds familiar. I think it is Ilya.
This is something very, very special.
He skates like a champion.
It is one of the best performances of all time.
There is no one in the world as good as Yuzuru Hanyu. 300 mark for the very first time ever.
His reaction to that was amazing.
It's just in a different realm to anything we've ever seen before.
Japanese figure skating icon Hanyu Yuzuru announced on July 19th that he will retire from competitive skating.
The man is a phenomenon.
Yuzuru Hanyu double gold
He's like, how close?
Figure skating is not such a high-profile sport.
He's taken the sport to a new level.
Yuzuru Hanyu, looking to win for the third successive year. It's never been done.
He is superior to any other male figure skater out there.
We're in the presence of real greatness.
He's not only taking himself, he is taking the sport to places that we don't really know.
Yuzuru Hanyu continues to carve his
I'll
name
admit,
in the
I
history
don't follow the sport.
Male skater of all
You know, when it
time.
comes around in the Winter Olympics every 4 years, I do watch it because it's fascinating. Wow. Selling out a whole stadium to just watch him skate. What? Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh. Was this like a free skate or something? A warm up? That's crazy.
Can't see.
No wonder he was scared about that other skater getting neuro. Yeah, makes sense after that. People are moving on the ice. That is dangerous stuff. And then you take it to the next level of like ice hockey and literally the amount of checking and running into people and potentially even fighting, like that is a whole other thing. Actually, my favorite thing is in the Mighty Ducks movies. They have that player that was a figure skater. He was very good and joined the hockey team. And just far and away a better skater than anybody on that team. It's just a different level of skating.
The defence of a gold medal in figure skating is not an easy thing to accomplish. It's been a long, long time. Amazing. Forcing Dan to watch TikToks until he feels joy. Oh my gosh. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also check out the channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. And if it really interests you, you might request it for stream. Let's go ahead and pull up some more information. We already got a decent amount on Yuzuru, but let's go ahead and bring up a little bit more to get the full breadth of it. Japanese figure skater and ice show producer, universally regarded as one of the greatest figure skaters in history.
for his well-rounded skills, achievements, innovations, longevity. Yeah, definitely. Popularity and impact on the sport. Started skating at 4 years old, competed in the men's single discipline from 2004 to 2022. Good grief. Hanyu is the first men's single skater in 66 years since Dick Button, which sounds like a fake name, to win back-to-back Olympic titles 2014 to 2018, and the first Asian Olympic champion in that discipline. 2-time world champion, 6-time Japanese national champion, first singles skater to win 4 consecutive Grand Prix finals. With his win at the 2024 Continents Championships, he became the first skater in men's singles to compete the Super Slam, having won all major international junior and senior titles in the course of a career. That's what a Super Slam is. Good grief. That's so cool. That's really neat. He's also the only single skater to be ranked first in the ISU World Standings for 5 consecutive seasons. Broke world records 19 times, the most in singles since the introduction of the ISU judging system in 2003. Was the first skater to land a quadruple loop jump in international competition, among other achievements. He's now 31 years old. He's been given the People's Honor Award. I think that's through, Prime Minister of Japan. Also the Medal of Honor, 2 of them, by the awarded by the Emperor of Japan. Pretty cool. His second solo show, Gift 2023, was the first, so a couple of years ago, first ice skating event to be held at Tokyo Dome, breaking the record for the largest ice show audience with 35,000 people. So cool. That is so neat. Became the youngest recipient of the People's Honor Award in 2018, bestowed by the Prime Minister of Japan. Received the Medal of Honor with purple ribbon twice. And was awarded the Kikuchi Kan Prize 2022. First figure skater to be nominated for the Laureus World Sports Award. It was named the most valuable skater at the inaugural ISU Skating Awards in 2020. Made ESPN's top 25 greatest Olympians of the 21st century, number 10. Number 10 on the list. Wow. Dang. That's so impressive. So impressive. That's his medal list over here. It's really impressive. At the age of 2, diagnosed with asthma, condition that gradually improved with time, yet would negatively affect his stamina, especially during his junior career. Interesting. First Olympic Games was in Sochi, 2014. It's hard to argue that anyone's had a bigger impact on modern-day figure skating than Hanyu Yuzuru, the 2-time Olympic champion. Hanyu's technique is outstanding, but he combines his ability with an astonishing creativity and artistry. He makes difficult moves like the Bielman spin and the donut spin look simple. Battling through multiple injuries, the Japanese star has changed the landscape of the sport since his first Olympic title. In 2014, a huge presence in Japan, he's a star of TV and film as well as one of the country's most famous athletes. Interesting. Aged just 19, Hanyu became the first Asian man to win an Olympic gold medal when he triumphed in Sochi, becoming the youngest men's champion since 1948. Good grief. He followed up by defending his Olympic title in Pyeongchang 2018, becoming the first man to go back-to-back for Olympic gold since 1952 by Dick Button. Crazy name. During his career, Hanyu has also won 2 world titles. We already went through that, of course. Also, the first skater to successfully land a quadruple loop jump. Got to figure out what that is. Got to figure out what this is. What is it? I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, here's the slow-mo. Dang. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Jeez. That's so cool. I try to find challenges after every competition and overcome them the next time. Well, that's how you become incredible. Hanyu Yuzuru commemorates 2011 earthquake. Quote, I want to keep being the catalyst to avoid the disaster fading. On the eve of the 15th anniversary of the Great East Japan earthquake disaster, double Olympic figure skating champion underlined his personal mission to uphold the memory of the victims and promote disaster mitigation. March 11th, 2011, earthquake and tsunami disaster had struck northeastern Japan. My body stiffens like a conditioned reflex even during a minor tremor of 1 on the Japanese seismic intensity scale of 7. I feel the fear. Biggest city of the Tohoku region, where the magnitude 9 quake and tsunami hit 15 years ago. It's not even on the scale. Wait, the scale goes up to 7. It's a 9? That's kind of crazy. Hanyu was just 16 years old and training at his local ice rink when the natural disaster hit, wreaking havoc on his home, his city, surrounding areas. Nearly 16,000 people died as a result. Oh, that's right. The tsunami, a consequence of the tremors, led to the nuclear meltdown at the Fukushima plant. Yes, I had no idea that was tsunami involved. I remember that, though. Nearly 16,000 people died as a result. That's crazy. He and his family had to spend time in a temporary evacuation center set up in a gymnasium after their home was destroyed. 3 years later, he claimed Olympic gold. Wow. Since then, continue to help the affected areas through performances on the ice and off it too, charity exhibitions, donating the proceeds from his autobiographies, and his merchandise, continues to amplify the hardships of those affected. I want to keep conveying messages in order to protect the lives and towns that need to be protected. We need to keep preparing in the face of disasters that could happen again at any moment. As someone who experienced March 11th, I want to keep the message alive 10 years from now for disaster mitigation. Nice. Gosh, I didn't realize it was 16,000 people died. Good grief. I do remember it being all over. Everybody was talking about Fukushima, 100%. Designing figure skating costumes for Yuzuru Hanyu and Ilya Milanin. Wow. Tokyo-based designer spoke to Olympics.com about creating haute couture for the ice runway, the balancing act between her creative vision and the skater's requests and her most famous clients. Wow. That's got to feel good as a designer. Ito Satomi's fashion runway. Figure skaters are her supermodels. That's so crazy. What a flex. What a flex. Oh, what do I do? Oh, I just design the figure skating outfits for, some of the best skaters. Wow. Ito has designed a number of Olympic figure skating costumes over the years, notably the two-time Olympic champion and sport fashion icon Yuzuru Hanyu. While Hanyu retired from competitive skating in 2022, the men's single competition at Milano Cortina 2026 will still thrust Ito into the spotlight, with the overwhelming gold medal favorite, two-time world champion Ilya, wearing her costumes for both of his programs. For Ito, however, the costumes she creates have a higher purpose than to grab headlines or dazzle fans with copious amounts of rhinestones and pearls. Zayer's primary mission is to create pieces that amplify the message of the programs and give her athletes the confidence to perform in front of packed stands. Quote, I create them with the hope of motivating the athletes. The most important thing is for them to feel fired up, confident, and like they can perform well that day. I think they're a great tool for motivating the athletes. There's Ilya. Ito had never expected that the cool sheet of ice would become her fashion runway, but it was in the high fashion world where she aimed to make a name for herself, and she might have done just that if it wasn't for Asada Mao. The Olympic silver medalist and three-time world champion was at the beginning of her meteoric ascent in figure skating. When Ito was in high school, the buzz around Asada and her triple axel in Japan sparked the young schoolgirl's interest in the sport, and once she tuned into some competition, she was hooked. At first, I saw her for jumps, but when I started watching her closely, I realized she was a lot more than just jumps. She had the ability to express, and that's what drew me to her. In figure skating, you're judged on subjective aspects like technique, creativity. It's a sport where reason doesn't always prevail, which I also found interesting, and that's why I started watching it. Ito first followed the sport on TV and later started going to competitions when she could get tickets in Tokyo. She attended fashion school in Great Britain, with haute couture projects as her main goal and skating costumes never crossing her mind. I was thinking about what I wanted to do. Then it occurred to me, since I was watching Miss Asada, even in Britain, if I like her that much, why not just become a designer in figure skating? Ito started out by making ballroom dance costumes for a Japanese activewear company. Then she joined at the time and was eventually encouraged to try making skating costumes as well. At the beginning, she would call the rinks herself and make the sales. I'd say, I made a costume. I'd like to give you a look. Interesting. That's cool. While the materials Ito used in ballroom dance and figure skating costumes are similar, there's an extra challenge of designing costumes for athletes who have to jump, spin, do other gravity-defying maneuvers. Weight is critical. All of Ito's costumes weigh less than 800 grams, including any rhinestones or other decorative details attached. To limit the weight, Ito pays attention not only to the size of the rhinestones, but also how and where they are attached. Women's skirts, for example, tend to be less embellished so that the weight of the stones does not pull the skaters down or throw them off balance. Men and women are especially concerned about weight. Both agree that if it's too heavy, they can't jump. Many people also find that if they wear big stones on their fingers, they're a bit of a distraction, so they won't wear them in those areas. Stretchiness of the fabric is another important factor, as with other sportswear, of course. It allows the skaters to move freely, but what is unique in figure skating is that the fabric must also fit the athlete like a second skin. So it's got to be tight, like really tight, but also able to stretch. Basic principle is to make them fit the wearer perfectly. With regular clothing, you'd probably make them with some room to breathe, but with skating costumes, the patterns are made smaller than the actual size. Interesting. Power net fabric. Especially useful in achieving the nude effect, with many skaters opt for. As it is sheer, she makes sure it matches the skater's actual skin color, so the boundaries between bare skin and fabric are hard to spot. Interesting. That is so neat. Yeah, they're usually like super tight, which makes sense. You would want it tight and not weigh a lot, especially when you're trying to get height on your jumps. You don't want to be weighed down by rhinestones. Fascinating sport. I don't understand any of the judging involved. Who knows? Maybe the judges don't even understand the judging, but it's a really beautiful sport. And if the right song is picked and the right moves and it's very well choreographed, it can be stunning. It can be beautiful to watch. But other than that, I have no idea what's going on. What's up, Hazel? Welcome in. All right. The final video of the day. It is monkeying around. Dan and Phil play Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Here we go. This is their first ever video on the joint channel. Was the gaming channel at the time? Oh, wow. 11 years ago. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy to see that. That's unbelievable. All right. Here we go.
Which is the sequel to this Wii game, which we were both completely obsessed with.
It's so good, and the co-op's incredible as well.
Okay,
Donkey Kong Country was
pretty
great.
fun, but this is definitely one of those games that makes you want to murder the friend that you're playing with.
Very true. So at the end of this video, there'll either be celebratory high fives or a dead body on the floor.
Or a corpse.
Should we play?
Let's go.
I play one.
This is before the Hello Dan and Phil Games intro.
Okay, calm your tits.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so you have to be Donkey Kong.
I like Donkey Kong. He's the best one. He's on the box.
He's the most boring one.
Who are you gonna be?
Okay, who are my choices? I can be Diddy, Dixie, or Cranky.
Be Cranky.
Look at Dixie's sassy headband.
Okay.
I'm digging that quite a lot. I'll be Dixie. Shooting through the clouds. Weird loading.
You just say through the clouds.
I said shooting through the clouds. Okay, so we are doing World 1, Stage 1, Mangrove
Oh my
Cove.
God.
No excuse for sucking. Literally the first level.
It's the first level. We're not allowed to die at all.
We're not allowed to die at all, or we have to stop and delete this channel, okay?
Here we go. Oh, it's like Lost. Boone, are you okay?
No! Kate! What's happening? Smash, smash, smash.
Oh, God.
That's violent.
I hate it when the
Oh,
noise of your
there's all the passengers. Oh, and
Ouch.
Kate's broken her legs. It's not telling you to punch.
I just like to press the buttons.
Did you see her little... Oh, I got it.
Phil over there just
So what is
rapidly
Dixie
touching.
Kong? Are they in a relationship? Or...
No! They're not dating, Phil.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
sorry for not being an expert on Donkey Kong's family tree, but I don't think they're in a relationship.
Okay.
She kind of looks like Iggy Azalea in the fancy video.
Make us work.
My anaconda don't.
Oh, yeah.
My anaconda
Oh, God.
They're probably
Oh.
related
Okay.
somehow. We need to
Yeah.
stop. So what are the
Stop.
controls? We've got
Stop.
jump.
Yeah.
Please.
We've got the running and the rolling and the spinning.
Ooh, I can roll.
And then you've got your hand pounding. What's the equivalent of mine?
Ground
Wait.
pound.
Wait,
You're using your hair.
What's her power is a hair whip.
It looks
I'm
like
playing as Willow Smith.
I
Is
whip
that
my
what you're
hair
saying
back
right
and
now?
That's
forth.
what's happening.
Okay, is that it? Hold the phone.
You can double jump.
I can double jump.
That's so unfair. That's like
Ooh.
putting the cheats on for you.
You suck. Double jumping is always the best.
Oh.
Wait, go
Love
back.
a double
You've inevitably
jump.
missed something right at the start.
Oops. Well, you just found it.
And it's a single lonely balloon.
Psych.
It's not a competition.
It
We're
is.
on the same team.
I want all
that
the
kind of
points.
behaviour is just
Pre-dill.
gonna kill us. Okay.
Let's get some points. Come on.
There's no points in this game.
This is so historic, it's prehistoric.
Oh, not water.
Water
I
already?
hate water levels.
Nobody likes the water world. Wait,
Ooh.
what's this? What's this?
It's a jigsaw piece.
Ooh.
Right, there's 9 of
This
these.
isn't
on each
gonna
level.
be like Mario, where there's bullshit hidden walls everywhere, is there?
Yep.
Kind of sounds like it.
Die, innocent fish!
It looked kind of angry. It had one tooth.
Doing my part to cull nature.
Yeah, I never
look,
played
more
this. This
innocent
looks fun.
wildlife.
Dodo, die! They're endangered as well.
That was the first on-land enemy in the game.
And it hurt me.
And it hurt you.
Right, I'll get the
How,
next
how
one.
proud are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh,
The
time for
first
me to
one
shine.
almost got him.
Hey, oh!
Right, let me kill this one. Oh! Steal my wind.
What's that letter?
Oh, it's the K. It's the first of the Kong.
Oh, collect it!
Bow.
Wait, a pig has appeared.
Oh,
Why?
It's got glasses. It must
It's
know things.
telling us to pound. It's got glasses, it's smart, believe it. Okay.
Killing a grasshopper.
Oh, gosh.
Die, Jiminy Cricket. Wait, stop.
Cricket.
Is that a down arrow?
Yeah, look. Oh yeah.
Holy
oh,
crap,
yeah,
holy
treats,
crap.
treats,
Get
treats.
off my bananas, get off my bananas. I didn't think I'd be saying that today. Eat pan 10, bitch. Hooah! There we go.
Right, I'm gonna lure this down. Come on.
Oh,
What?
hi. Oh, double jump.
I want a double jump.
No risk at all. See you later. Pow, pow, pow. Next puzzle piece. Whoop. Oh, you can do a super mega jump by rolling. Whoa!
Oh,
This is the version of Dan Phil
Thanks.
I forget
That
we're
was
dating
totally
to.
your fault.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
flying banana.
a giant banana. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, oh god.
Get all of them.
Collect its bounty.
Yes.
Yeah. Suck that banana.
Checkpoint. Does he get paid?
Is that the same pig, or are there multiple pigs?
I think there's a lot of pigs.
You're going with that
Good
theory, are you?
question.
Yeah. Do you think Donkey
Good
Kong eats
question.
pork or just bananas?
I don't think gorillas murder pigs and eat them, Phil. Not that this is a great representation of wildlife.
No.
Wait a minute.
Shine a light.
I bet you can... Pow, 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 pow. You can.
Say what?
Oh, they're all mine, they're all
No,
mine, they're all mine.
no, that's not fair.
What, we share the bananas we collect?
I'm coming.
There's no sense of sabotaging your friend's progress. What's that, a barrel?
Barrel in the face.
This is just like Wildlife Murder Simulator 2013.
Pretty
Have
much,
they done
yeah.
anything wrong? I don't think they've
I
done
don't
anything
know,
wrong.
no. These aren't the evil penguins, are they? Like, that's just a happy little pink dodo.
It's
Oh,
even worse.
Phil,
That's
come
killing
on.
Phil in the first level.
I'm gonna stop dying from the easy enemies. I'm sorry. There we go.
There's Yo Hart. Nubo. Is that a turtle with a pilot hat?
Yes.
Duh. I'm such a troll. Look, I'm ruining this turtle's day.
You're so cruel.
Hey, how you doing? Just having a plonk.
It looks so sad.
Hey, Dick, you young whippersnapper,
Get
off
out
my
of here.
back.
Get off me.
Your kids these days with your Miley Cyrus and your... Hey, try killing it from underneath.
Eat my face. That's what I say to everyone that I kill.
That's
come
what
on,
Phil used to say to the kids that bullied him.
I did.
Eat my face.
I actually just hid and cried. That's...
This is fun.
Pigs again.
Let's keep talking about our traumatic childhood.
Let's get this O.
Oh, it's
I
just
see an O.
stretched
I've got a
out.
theory how to get the O.
You can't make a Buffy musical reference.
I can do what I want. This is my channel. Half channel.
Double
Buffy
jump.
Oh,
reference.
I've just done the whole puzzle with the turtle.
Trivialize all content.
This level's quite easy, isn't it?
Easy like your mum.
It should be. It's the
Easy
first
like
level.
Your dog.
My dog's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude!
It was kind of an easy dog though. Ah!
Phil beaten by simple platforming. Wait.
Get all these, get all these. Look, we're gonna miss out a treat here.
Oh,
Why?
no.
Because if you get all those bananas, you get a puzzle piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? We missed the bananas.
Mm,
Crap!
it's okay. Come back to life.
You gotta delete the channel now,
Start
Dan.
again! Start it with deleting
No.
our save.
No.
Deleting the channel, starting again.
Come back to
We
life.
cannot miss a puzzle piece on the first level.
It's happened.
Crap!
Let's get on this thing.
Huh?
What is happening?
Did I just mount? Why aren't I playing anymore?
Oh, you've mounted me. Well, a
What?
giant tree has grown behind us. Can you do anything? Can you shoot?
This audio is crazy.
Oh.
Wait a minute. What? Where did she get a gun from? If you have a gun, Dixie, then why are you hitting things with your hair?
If this game was more realistic, she'd be throwing feces.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
That would be a slightly more disturbing gaming experience, though, wouldn't it?
Be more immersive, though. Let's go and hit
More immersive. I really want immersive donkeys.
monkeys.
Apes.
They're monkeys.
Stop. This has to be timed perfectly.
I've got good timing.
I don't think I get to attempt this because you're still forcibly having me mounted on your back. We might have already missed one because of my mistake. Come on, Phil.
I'm gonna get it. I was good at karate at school.
Got
Not
it.
relevant.
Like smashing the blocks with my mind. Go.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so good at this. I should just do all the barrel bits.
Stop patting yourself on the
Oh my
back.
gosh.
Oh, not again. Okay, come on, Phil. Come on, don't mess this up.
Boom.
I didn't think you were going to mess it up. I think you're great.
Oh.
Oh, balloon.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
There, I redeemed myself for all
You
the
should have
death
the
earlier.
pro controller.
I should. Just massage my ego some more, why don't you?
Put me down. Thanks.
You unhook that hook. Don't you, Mr. Hook?
Your mum.
Yeah, Mum.
Go.
A
2014.
single
Oh,
banana.
that's
Are you
great.
fucking kidding me? Keep hold to that barrel. Oh my
23
god!
and 27. Jeez.
Die. Okay, I think I could have done that a little bit better.
Are you happy with your penguin massacre?
No, I wanted to
Okay.
bounce across the top of
Not
it.
another one of those.
Come on.
I'm
Mount
pleased
it.
with my... Stop saying the word mount, okay?
Secret.
Oh.
Oh.
What? an underground pig bar.
A sextuplet of pigs.
They're throwing us bananas. Oh my god, catch them. This is advanced platforming right now.
So there is more than one pig.
Piece, so we need to get
It's a whole family of pigs.
Don't say that.
Oh yeah,
we did it! Hooray!
We got 6 out of 9. Probably would have been 7 if you didn't rush ahead.
Stop it.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Why was there just an underground
Phil is getting
bar
very
full of
confident.
pigs?
I'm not sure. Doing something suspicious.
Busy spit roasting each other. Probably.
No, no, they're not.
Oh my god, giant walrus!
It looks so happy again. You just ruined its life.
Ow! Why are you hurting me? Oh, double jump. Oh,
what? This
double
game
jump.
is so unfair.
Oh, double.
So next year, Phil is going to be 40 years old.
Double jump.
So racist towards player 1.
Enjoy your suckness.
Oh no, oh no.
Enjoy the spiky floor. I'm gonna try a super elite jump.
Okay.
Wait.
What? How do you do that? You see that?
What?
There's a little barrel in the top corner.
Wait, how can we break this target?
I'm going to use this penguin.
Okay, how? How are you going to use the penguin?
Like this. Watch pro skills.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
We got Kong.
We got the Kong. Yeah. We missed.
That was
Oh.
a terrible high
We just
five.
Delete the
punched each
channel.
other's arms.
Do you want to mount me again? Just get the
Stop
Let's go.
everything.
Let's go. Wadunk. No, we just exploded.
What? Where are we? What's happening? What is this, Phil?
Oh.
We got 30 seconds to
This is intense.
collect so much pressure. What's
Okay.
happening?
I can do it. Oh.
Double jump hacks. Check me out, yo.
Yeah.
What was that? It's a puzzle piece. If we get 8 out of 9, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
I'm going to use this penguin for ransom.
Wait, what's this?
What is happening?
It says press Zlurzer.
Oh.
They're high-fiving.
There was
and
love hearts. What is this?
They use the power of a high 10 to kill everything in the vicinity.
Well, that's useful.
What horrifying mystical powers do these
That
monkeys
sounds
have? Let's
awesome.
try it.
Okay.
Didn't hear any screams of pain.
Aw.
Don't think it works for us.
Unless everyone that's watching died.
Yeah.
Unless you are dead.
We're
Dun,
dead.
dun,
Do
dun.
you reckon anyone died while watching this video across the world?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Phil. Oh, gosh. Hey, at least they went happy, okay? They went happy.
I'm just curious. Maybe someone's giving birth though. Leave a
Oh
comment
my
if you gave birth while watching this
Who would
video.
be watching this while pushing a baby out of their cervix?
They've got TVs in hospitals now.
Down the hill.
Slide.
Wait, don't touch that yet.
Okay.
You can clearly continue right.
Ooh. Oh. No, you can't.
I'm just gonna eat my own words until I die. Brrrr. It spawned a barrel somehow.
Kablamp.
Back to the ship.
Oh, here we go. This is the end of the level.
Wait, stop.
We're missing a lot of puzzle pieces.
There we go.
Sow the seeds
And
of
the
life.
final puzzle.
No, we missed it. I bet it was where we missed it.
Unless there's another one in the barrel you have to break at the end. You have to get this on the DK.
Oh. What an anticlimax.
After all of that, and we only got 8 out of 9.
Oh,
Who
that's
needs the bottom
brutal.
one? That means we
That's
could play
so
the level
brutal.
again.
I'm so unsatisfied. But anyway, that's what this is all about. Replayability.
Yeah.
Of course I want to do that whole level all over again just
Who
to get
doesn't?
those 3 bananas that I missed.
Why wouldn't you?
And there we go. We completed World 1's level 1. So how was your
Yes.
experience?
I give it a
Killed
thumb
it.
and a 3/4 of another thumb.
Oh, is that 1 3/4 thumbs out of 2 thumbs up?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Is that our official rating system?
No, we should
Everyone
use
will love our reviews. I think we should do more of this game. I know
Yeah.
what we should do. We should do some of the other types of levels.
There's a minecart level coming up, and they're like my favourite thing.
Not the same ones from the first one.
Yes.
We nearly murdered each other playing those.
I know.
I don't want to repeat those emotions.
I think it'll be worth it.
That was a tough time in our friendship.
It was.
Okay, well, provided we don't actually murder each other filming it. Look forward to that at some point. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would like to see those future videos.
I've just written subscribe at the bottom of the screen, so now you've got to click it. It's like one of those buttons. If it remains unpressed, you won't be satisfied. Click.
Wow, you should be like a QVC person, Phil.
Oh,
you
thanks.
you convince people so well.
What would monkeys be doing right now if they're in this situation?
Just throwing feces at the camera.
Definitely.
Subscribe to our channel.
On that note.
And on that note, we should go.
Bye.
We should go. Bye.
Link. Yeah, friendship. You caught that too. Honestly, I'll say this. If they were never romantically involved, this would be one of, well, even if they are romantically involved, this is still one of the most entertaining and fun friendships I think I've seen. Like it is like contagiously fun, contagiously happy, contagiously just really exciting. Really exciting. They're so good together. If they were not dating and just friends, it would still be must watch. Because for the longest time, obviously, they weren't out as a couple. But yeah, even if they were literally just friends, it's still amazing. Premium content. Best thing about them is that they are best friends. Right, exactly. They're partners, but still best friends, and I love that. Absolutely. Every time young Dan says friendship, he really emphasized the F. Friendship. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's amazing. Truly amazing. Unbelievable. Would they have that level of friendship not being in a relationship? I think so. I think just their personalities match in such an interesting way that they are just always connected. You know what I mean? Like they're always on the same wavelength, even though they might be at different parts of that wavelength. They're always just completely in sync in such a fascinating way. It is really something. Truly. Try to picture current Dan and Phil with the faces of the two of this video, and it's hard to see them as the same people. Yeah, it is. Link down below in the video description on YouTube with the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also check out their channel, obviously. And yeah, amazing. Truly good. I've never played that game. It looks super fun. I've played other Donkey Kong games. The one that really sticks out to me is, oh gosh, what is it? It's Diddy Kong Racing. It was so much fun. So much fun on the Nintendo 64. It was basically like a wave race kind of game. Wave Runner. It was awesome. Super cool. Talked about this on a live stream when someone asked how they still enjoy each other's company. In Phil's own words, you have to like them for more than just the kissing. Yeah, exactly. Some of the best, well, the best relationships are always based on friendship. If you don't like spending time with the person, I mean, those days are kind of numbered, aren't they? Definitely numbered. You know, one thing my dad always said about, you know, why, because I think it was my brother that asked him, like, why'd you pick mom or something like that? And he said, I married my best friend. I didn't want to spend it, you know, significant time with anybody else. And I was like, oh, that's nice. What's up, Tom? Welcome in. You can definitely see why Dan, who doesn't even believe in souls are a thing that exists, still calls Phil his soulmate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, wasn't there something with the pandemic and everybody at home, like the amount of divorces increased because people don't spend a lot of time with each other, and the ones that were not based on friendship and, you know, actually spending insane amount of hours with somebody and enjoying it were failing. I swear I heard that. I don't know if it was true or not. Let's see. I don't even... While initial fears suggested a surge in divorces due to pandemic-related lockdowns, U.S. specifically, divorce rates actually fell in 2020. Some states did see increases. Okay, well, I guess it just depends on the state. Stress factors like financial strain, of course, a lot of people were not working. Mental health, intense togetherness causing marital friction. Okay, if you are having marital friction because you are intensely together, I don't know how you stay in that. Like, clearly, there should have been some signs. Like, if you can't spend intense togetherness with the person you've literally dedicated your life towards, like, to me, that seems so strange. So strange. Like, why would you be marrying someone who you don't want to spend time with? Like, I'm assuming those are the marriages where you look forward to going to work just to get away from the other person. Which is not good. Not good. A lot of quarantine lifestyle is just Dan and Phil's chosen life. You know what's funny? I relate to that so much. Dan and Phil's chosen life was very similar to mine in that I just didn't do much. I didn't go a lot of places. So, you know, pandemic lockdowns were like, all right. I saw no change in my lifestyle for the pandemic lockdowns. I was like, all right. Anyway, like it was nothing to me. It's kind of crazy. Some people really embraced it, and then a lot of people were just like, this is terrible. This is terrible. Let's not do this. Let's go ahead and pull up some Dan and Phil TikToks. These are recent hard launch clips. I was living my best life during lockdown. Amen. Amen. I love the lockdown a lot. Yeah. It's amazing, you know? A lot of us seem to enjoy it. Obviously not the horrific nature of it. Clearly. We're not going that far. But yeah. Lifestyle-wise, pretty peak. It was peak. Food, like even restaurants were getting into delivered food, and it was a beautiful time. Beautiful time. Companies were, you know, letting people finally work from home, even though, you know, usually if you're working at a company or something like that and it's a desk job, usually they give you like a computer or something like that. So literally the job could be done anywhere with an internet connection. And the amount of people that were just living that dream, living the introvert's dream, indeed, Hunter. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So good. It did progress hybrid working, though, and working from home and remote and whatnot. So that was a positive, at least. One of them. All right. I should probably start this over and turn on the sound.
A gay massage parlor. Specific.
Yes.
And they had a billboard outside, and it was very, very interesting.
The billboard said K-pop massage, and it had a picture of BTS.
It had a full picture of
What?
all of 5 years ago BTS just stood there.
So I was curious, are the gay masseuses looking like BTS?
Are they playing BTS? Is it just like a goon cave of music videos?
Maybe.
That would be cool. Not very relaxing.
Imagine 7 hands
Oh
all
my
over
god,
you.
I've heard of the 4-hand massage.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the 14-hand BTS-themed K-pop massage?
Gay massage, no less.
Does that mean that you can only go in if you are a gay man, or the people that working there are gay men? Because maybe if you're a woman, you're like, well, it's just great to know that they are gay men.
Either way, I feel like we should have gone in for the content. We'll go back and film a video. We went to the BTS gay massage parlor. Here's what happened.
I am here today to try the viral 14 hands BTS massage.
Today,
There was a
Why do
gay
I think
massage
like you
parlor.
would need to reserve an entire like 2 hours, and it would be super expensive because all the different masseuses would have to come into the room and all massage you at the same time. Having Zoom calls for lessons so I could just stay in my bed in my PJs. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It was a beautiful time. Nobody had their cameras on. People, I was literally just either in bed, like barely awake, or, at the kitchen table or something, or on the couch, just muting Netflix or something. Just waiting for it to end so I could unmute. Oh, it was a beautiful time. 14-hand BTS gay massage. That is such a weirdly specific
so
massage.
Stressed in an airport for no reason.
Can I just break this down?
Yes.
We walk to the check-in desk.
Yeah.
I need to focus on what's happening, and Dan will ask me
I have got my boarding pass on my wallet, on my phone. I have got my things in hand. I know what I'm doing. So I'm stood there, I'm chilling, and I say, "Hey Phil, what'd you think of the episode of Traitors last night?" And Phil goes, "Don't talk to me right now."
I just can't focus on the passport situation.
Stop it.
And you're like, what's your favorite?
I'm being serious, Dan. No, I'm being serious. Don't talk to me right now.
I'm just saying, can you just ask me the question when we're through security? I can't think about two things at once.
What do you need to think about? Someone's going to go, "Have you got your passport?" And then you go, "Boop."
But they're like, "Have you got any explosives in your bag?" And then you say,
and
Phil?
You have to lock
Yes.
in to answer that question.
Because then...
Why do you need a minute of meditation?
Because you then say, "Phil, what's your favorite roller coaster?" I look at the woman and go, "Yes, I have a bomb."
I have 15 lithium batteries! Yeah.
Because I can't process two things at once. I've got one of those brains. I can only focus on one thing, and one thing only.
And what's that?
Large butts. You are so annoying in an airport.
Phil is so
That's fair. I've heard of that. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of the same way, honestly. When I'm trying to do something and it's usually public based, going to be interacting with anybody, I have to lock in and zone in to what I'm doing. Can't think of anything else, can't be distracted. I'm rehearsing what I'm going to say. Like, it's just, it is annoying and tiresome, but it is my brain. I don't know if you've ever done this, but you're about to make a phone call or something like that. Maybe it's my generation. We're so used to texting and whatnot, where I'm like rehearsing what I'm going to say. How am I going to say it? If they bring this up, what am I going to say to that? Like, I'm trying to pregame a phone call. For real, if I go somewhere, I have a whole script ready in my head. If any of my family disturb that, I will snap. Phil is very relatable. I always take notes before I have to do a phone call. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like phone interviews or anything like that, or Zoom interviews, like a job interview. I'm typing notes. I'm typing script. Like I'm reading a Hollywood script. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh gosh. I remember doing this because Zoom ones are the best. Zoom is great because what I would do is I would have the camera obviously on me. And what I would do is set the notes like right next to it, like right under it or whatever. And it would just be covering the screen. I wouldn't even look at myself or them. Like their screen is like pushed off to the side. Can't even see them. Not interested. And I am just staring at my notes and just reading from that. And I've got, answers to where do you see yourself in 5 years? And why did you pick this job? And all those answers pre-written. So I'm just scrolling through my notes. And what I'll do is I'll sprinkle in some ums and ahs, those little mental hiccups. That makes it seem like I'm being genuine and authentic, like I'm actually coming up with that stuff on the spot. So I'll just be like, anyway, even though there's no there. I hate phone calls, absolutely. I'll even write down my phone number and address because I'm terrified my mind will go blank. That's fair. Having notes ready makes the call go faster, though, because you won't start to awkwardly yap. Yeah, very true. Very true. And you can always bring it back to the point if you start to drift. It is, oh my gosh. I was like right on that tail end of everybody's calling everybody. So I got to experience that a little bit growing up, but then right around high school, it was just texting. Everybody was texting. Phone calls became non-existent. And every time I have to make a phone call now, it's like an ordeal. Like I'm thinking about it. Like if I know I have to make a phone call today at 2:00, the entire day up to that phone call is thinking about the phone call. It is so annoying. And then afterwards, it's just like the world has been taken off your shoulders. You're just so chill and relaxed. You're like, oh, I think I'm done for the day. I think I'm done. I've had enough. My plate is empty and I have worked so hard. It's like a 5-minute phone call. You would get along with Dan and Phil so well, genuinely. I think so. Oh my gosh. I think I would. When they're telling these stories of, you know, what they were like and what they still are like, and I'm just like, yep, yeah, relatable. Oh my gosh. Trying to enjoy the vacay, knowing the near-death story time is coming any second. That is so true. Can't wait to see their April Fool's Day TikTok. Oh gosh. Holiday incident challenge, impossible.
Like, you cannot casually say that, Phil.
I quite like being anonymous on the internet, and I will say I have had some anonymous accounts in my day.
Like, you cannot casually say that, Phil.
I'm not like in my.
Oh, we saw this.
Why Dan's Freudianly fishing for that proposal. Would you take my surname?
Your surname?
Yeah.
In marriage?
Yeah.
Where's that come from? No more divorce now.
Child of Farage.
Nigel Farage. Go for it. Everyone get engaged. Now.
Phil wants. Yeah. Maybe we need to wife up. Which makes no sense with each other.
What?
This is what happens, Phil. If you don't label things, it's vague.
I don't like labels.
Which one of us needs to put a thing on this?
Put a what on what?
Rings away from me. You're a rude ass that has given up on this marriage. What?
Marriage? I had. Would you buy me a 96 pence engagement ring this Valentine's weekend?
I don't think you
Those cheap
would
rings.
appreciate that. You don't like jewelry.
What would I get?
I would get you a Haribo gummy ring.
I think that's the most romantic thing, you know.
You'd eat it and then forget about the whole proposal 2 seconds later.
Sounds great.
Yep.
Don't hold your hopes out for that.
No. I feel like people are going to buy it.
Let's bump ring fingers as a sign. Phil, that's your little finger. Never mind. Guess anyone could.
Finger there.
Oh, I've made myself a ring out of the Richard Bull question.
An engagement ring.
Dan's Freudianly fishing for that proposal. Would you take my surname?
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Will it happen? Won't it happen? Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? They're together. They're happy. We're happy. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. They are amazing. They're hilarious. I love that their content is so varied. Like playing video games, crafting, wink, wink. Obviously, the mukbangs are just amazing. Them going out and doing things now, incredible. Incredible. The new video template, however you want to call it, that they're doing right now is phenomenal. It's so good. It's so funny to see introverts in the wild. Like, that needs to be a thing. Like, if I wasn't such an introvert, I'd consider it. Mr. and Mr. Games or Mr. and Mr. Halter. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. So dang funny. Oh gosh. I love this. I really do. Doesn't matter if they get married, they already have a son, grandkids, and great-grandkids on The Sims, of course, right? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Amazing. It's always fun to hang with Dan and Phil. Always. I think it's so special that they know they don't need to be married to be life partners. That's the goal. That's the goal. Where it doesn't even matter Like that's impressive. That's impressive. A lot of people crave, the official nature of, the process, right? Engagement, shower, or not showers. You don't have a engagement shower. That's a baby. Engagement and the parties and then the dinner and then the wedding and then all that stuff. A lot of people crave it, right? It's normal. But there's something quite special about just knowing, even if that never happened, you would still want to be with that person. Like that's the ultimate, right? You're that comfortable together. You're that intertwined. It's not just about doing taxes together. It's about living together. It's about doing experiences. It's about vacationing, holidaying together. Waking up, going to sleep together. Like those are important aspects of every day. And it's beautiful to have, somebody around that you can do that with if you want that. If you want to be alone, hey, good, good on you. I hope you enjoy it. Of course. But for those of us that do want that, it's very nice. It's very sweet to be able to have that. And it's a blessing. It really is. And obviously Dan and Phil, behind all the humor, behind all the, public antics, well, non-public antics, you know what I mean? It's really cool that they were able to find somebody that intertwined, like that close to them so early. Like that is impressive. And off the internet, like completely random. I like this person. I like this person's channel. We should meet. Like that is just lucky. Fate, right? Waking up to the other person screaming that there's a man in the room, right? Yeah, there's a certain level of love. I think it's so special that they know they don't need to be married. Yes. It is. It's really impressive. And I don't know how long they'll be making content for, but if they're doing it for a couple more years, and a couple more could be, I don't know, 20 more years, like that would be pretty sweet. Could you actually 20 years? In 20 years, Phil will be 60. Boy, that's going to be weird. Waking up soaking wet because the other washed the bed sheets and didn't fully dry them. That's a certain level of love. If you've reached that status, like they can do those kind of things and you're still in love with them, like that's impressive. That's impressive. Phil doesn't age according to himself. Well, true. Physically, he might age, but mentally, no. They're vampires. It's all the Rabina. It's actually like solidifying their insides. There's a reason they don't go outside. That's true. And they usually dress in dark colors as well. Starting to make sense. Hard Launch Podcast is going to turn into Interview with the Vampire real quick. Or vampires. Suspicious indeed. I'd be happy if we get at least 5 more years. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, obviously they're rich, basically. So they don't need it for the money, unless obviously they have some employees probably that edit and whatnot, or do something, who knows. But if they're paying other people, maybe they'll do it a little bit longer. If they're not, I don't know, just for the love of the game, really. Especially Dan, you'll never fully take the emo out of him. Very true. That is very true. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 5-10 years, potentially. Still paying the builders that won't leave their house. They got to get all that done first. But yeah, no, I'm assuming at this point they don't really need the money. But yeah, that's cool. Hopefully it's forever. Who knows? Maybe they'll take the PewDiePie route of basically retiring from the everyday video and just doing like one video a week or something like that, kind of like a vlog or something. I think that'd be all right. I mean, they're basically doing that already, kind of. Not numbers-wise, but those outdoor adventure kind of things, like those are kind of cool. And kind of along those lines, that you could just bang that out once a week. Phil keeps buying Labubus, so who knows what their state of finances is. That's true. They did buy like a $300 lava lamp or whatever, $3,000 lava lamp. Well, maybe they do need the money, actually. You got to buy more stuffed animals and, you know, gold pigs. It's a lot. Dan, overpriced clothes that are mainly holes. That's always funny that the more holes it has, the less fabric, the more expensive it is. Makes total sense to me. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, whichever one you need to do. I appreciate it greatly. If you want to request your own videos, toddreacts.com. Join the membership. Join the gang. We're not a gang. We're a super cool, chill group, okay? We're not a gang. But join the gang. Check out the merch. Join the Discord, certainly. Totally free. Links everywhere. We'll be doing another monthly stream in May coming up. So you definitely want to join the Discord. Everybody's invited into the stream. You don't have to be a member. Nothing. You can just join. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. I hope you had a tremendous weekend. I hope you have a great week coming up. Of course, more than happy to. I'm glad you had fun. I will see you back here on Friday. I'm here for the first part of the week to try to make it better, and I'm here at the end of the week to make that weekend even better. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.